Alright, I've literally got butterflies in my stomach because John Cena is actually coming back tonight. We've got Cena coming back. We've got a big show that's going to be happening tonight. John Cena apparently is not done with the championship goals in the WWE. He is coming back for more. And as we can see right now, we can see his Chevrolet pulling up. And I believe that's got to... Wait a second. Oh, that is Solo Sikoa. Now, we know Solo Sikoa also has a big match planned tonight, so... tonight is going to be a big night for sure. First, we have John Cena coming back. We've got a lot of other stuff happening. It's going to be Johnny Gargano, who's going to be fighting Finn Balor. Wait a second, let's see what Paul Heyman has to say. It's good to see everybody. Jonathan, my brother. Gary, we got Mr. Singh here. Good to see everybody. We got James in the house, the predictions champion. We got Ricky, my brother. Good to see you, everybody. It's great to see all of you. A happy Monday night. There we go. So tonight, they've got a mission on their back tonight. They've got, of course, Solo Sikoa, who's going to be taking care of Kevin Owens and taking care of him for good. So we'll see how that goes. But speaking of for good, we've got somebody who took care of their problem for good tonight. Congratulations, Andrew, for a very successful surgery. Knee problems were a thing of the past. Andrew has actually undergone a very successful surgery today, and he's actually stood up once again today, after the surgery. So the surgery went very well. I've got to say congratulations, Andrew. Very happy for you, and cannot wait to go to WrestleMania together one day, Andrew. Very happy, really. My day has been made. Congrats once again to you, Andrew. Big one, big one. And here we are, Kevin Owens coming out first. He is starting on the show, which is quite interesting. Are we going to be getting a match right away? Yes, we are. They're starting off with a banger, apparently. So just like last week, they're not holding back tonight. They're not holding back, not waiting for this match to be the last match or something. They're giving it to us at the very beginning. It is going to be starting off tonight with Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa one-on-one, where the Bloodline, oh my gosh. Did I say the Bloodline? I'm sorry. Now, the predictions champion, James, today, has the power to make me do anything, right? Anything. Absolutely, SFW, anything, correct? And James has actually used his power to make me chant or cheer for AEW 3 times the entire night. Every time somebody mentioned the doomed words that are actually mentioned in the pinned comment. I'm not gonna say those words again, otherwise I'll have to chant one more time. So I'm just gonna say, AEW, AEW, AEW. I had to do it, and I'll have to do it the entire night every time somebody mentions those 2 words. So be careful with your words tonight, guys. Be careful with your words. Yep, and Andrew, once again, great to see you. Ricky, great to see you. Andy, good to see you. And Andrew says, I will stay on as long as I can before I fall asleep. Absolutely, brother. You take care, get sleep, because, when people sleep, that's when the body recovers the fastest. So, yeah, get some sleep. Take care of yourself, Andrew. It's going to be a fun night for me, says James. I can already imagine the evil laugh of James tonight. Okay. All right. Toads, welcome. Well, the show is just getting started, brother. We just saw... I was about to say the word again. We just saw Paul Heyman pull up with Jey Uso and, of course, Solo Sikoa. So that happened. But be careful with your words tonight, guys. Be careful with your words. That's right. Internet good, Toads. Yeah, that's right. And Ricky says, hello, Andy. We missed you last night. We did. We really, really, really did. Yep, that's right. We missed... And Storyline Wrestling is here. Good to see you. And they say, my prediction tonight, Jimmy wins by Jey interfering, and Kevin wins by Zayn interfering. Ending Monday Night Raw, Cena and Theory start off first. Well, tonight, we're starting off, so the order is inaccurate, Storyline Wrestling, but that's okay. We're starting off, in the opposite direction, in the opposite way, as you predicted. We're starting off here with Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa, a one-on-one match, and I believe that we could be seeing John Cena and Austin Theory in the main event in the final segment of the night tonight. So we shall see. That's right, Ricky. Oh dear, AJ, Ricky. We might be watching Raw, but we are in for some AEW stuff. That's for sure. And look at that, Kevin Owens is not holding back. He just goes there, attacks Solo Sikoa right when he was making his entrance. As he was about to get in the ring, Kevin Owens just goes out there and goes bizarre and attacks him. There we go, one more time. We are ringside here. Kevin Owens grabs Solo Sikoa from the back of the head, was about to send him straight to the ring post, but Solo Sikoa actually turns it around and sends Kevin Owens face first into the ring post. Kevin Owens now paying for his sins. One more time, face planted right into the ring post, and down he goes. Kevin Owens, it's a deja vu for him, but in a bad way right now. Ricky says, speak AEW, AJ. You saw MJF went crazy last night on media storm. He did, but rightfully so. I mean, Kevin Owens, after the kind of performance that he put on last night, he deserves to say whatever he wants to say. He deserves to go crazy or say whatever the heck that he wants to say. He's earned the right to do so. I mean, he's a great champion, one of the best champions AEW has ever had, probably even better than Jon Moxley. Last night, the pay-per-view was fantastic. And Jonathan, it's good to see you, brother. And Jonathan says, big up AJ, everybody in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Sorry for my absence yesterday. I completely forgot. That's okay, brother. But we missed you. You know, the sight of Jon Moxley stabbing Hangman Page with that fork in hand, stabbing him in the head over and over and over again. That sight is still fixed right in my mind. Crazy. What a crazy show that was. And we got somebody else who we missed last night a lot. We got Run DMG in the house. Good to see you. And Run DMG says, AJ, I attended Revolution. You were there last night live? That's fantastic. What was your favorite match of the night? Oh, brother, it's good to see you. And I'm glad that you were, at the show. And how did you like it? How was your experience being there, brother? For me, I feel like the Iron Man match, hands down, the end to the match was crazy good. I loved the Iron Man match. I think it was fantastic. Apart from that, of course, the Jon Moxley match was something different, something unique, so pretty good as well. And we got True in the house. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, my brother True. Our, longest running predictions champion, but predictions champion no more. It is all James now. That's correct. Gary, my brother, good to see you. Almost won the predictions championship last night. It's good to see you, brother Gary. Welcome. And we got Archie here. Good to see you. All of you guys. It's great to see all of you. We got Roman Reigns in the house. Heck yeah. Once again, as you look at the television screen, it is still Solo Sikoa who's dominating, who's leading, who's actually putting Kevin Owens in a tough spot right now. Yep. And I can see the evil laugh here from James. Okay, that's right. Let's see. And Andrew says, is that the... Oh dear, no, Andrew, good question here, but since you mentioned the question, the question is that when the announcers mention the bloodline, or is it if the community mentions the bloodline? Now, Andrew, since you mentioned that word, I'll have to do it. AEW. I'm sure that my brother James is very happy right now, but no, Andrew, every time anybody in the chat mentions that word, or of course the other word, I'll have to chant or cheer for AEW. So be careful with your words tonight, guys. We're not kidding. Clay, it's good to see you. Welcome. MJF out of line throwing vodka. Oh yeah, so there's a little bit of controversy, when it comes to MJF throwing vodka on the child. Of course, it was a few. I believe Raj Giri from Wrestling INC was the one who added fuel to the fire by tweeting about it and getting people talking. He threw vodka on the child. The child apparently after the show was brought backstage and he got to meet his favorite stars. He got to get autographs, take pictures, all of that stuff. Of course, MJF, he just, I guess, elevated himself as a heel, but also people claim that throwing vodka on a child is just out of the lines. It's out of boundary. What do you feel about it? Ron DMG, you were live for the show. What was your immediate reaction to MJF doing that? Let us know. Ricky says, Tony Khan was mad at MJF. He says, throw a drink. A little boy last night. That's right. So, it was something, that could have actually been a nightmare for Tony Khan. Good for him that the mother was not, I believe the mother was understanding. She did not really go out there, did not, threaten them with a lawsuit or something. So she was understanding, and that's a good thing. That's good for Tony Khan at least. And Jonathan says, what are we drinking this morning, Agent? Chai, coffee, milkshake. This morning we've got a good cup of chai, and of course we've got a good cup of water. So, good question, Jonathan. So what are we drinking on the other side of the screen here? Are we drinking coffee, water, Gatorade? What are you guys drinking tonight? And here we are, Kevin Owens now turns it around, leading against Solo Sikoa. He's got the upper hand at the moment in this match. We got Kenneth here. Good to see you. Yep. Oh dear. Of course, there is a little bit of interference here, so just like... So somebody had predicted this earlier, right? We got Storyline Wrestling predicting this earlier, that we're going to be seeing Jay coming in here and interfering in this match. I guess that's exactly what's happening here. Oh dear, Kevin Owens right now down and out in the ringside against the barricade. And Solo Sikoa went to Umaga. Solo Sikoa takes out Kevin Owens just like that. Poor guy is down and he's out. Once again, this is not a normal or regular match. Tonight it is about finishing off Kevin Owens. Tonight it is about putting this whole thing to an end for once and for good here. And Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns have instructed these two to put an end to this Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn story. So we shall see how far this goes. Had I not left last night from commenting, I would be the champion again. LOL, all good. Andy is confident that he would have been champion, James. So, wow. So maybe Andy, Wrestlemania, you could take it away from James. Or maybe True will step up and take it away from all of you. So we shall see. Thank you for that, Toads. Really appreciate it. We got Kenneth here, who is, looks like Kenneth is turning heel again, Kenneth. Okay, alright, Kenneth. Good to see you. Heel Kenneth. They took care of that kid, and of course MJF embraced the heat. He did, yeah, but just like True said, they did take care of the kid. They invited him backstage. He got to pose with his stars, favorite stars, of course. He got autographs. Got an experience of a lifetime with the stars, so definitely took care of the kid. But every time you throw vodka on a child, the internet's gonna talk, the world's gonna talk, and people are talking. And again, adding to the heat that MJF needs to stay relevant, to stay hot, and he's doing it pretty well. So MJF knows what he's doing, guys. He knows what he's doing, and even by criticizing him, you're just adding more value into this persona that is MJF. So that's that. And we got Romit here. Good to see you, my man. He says Maxwell Jacob Friedman doesn't know about who is Tribal Chief and Brock Lesnar. That is why I am the best in this era. Alright, Romit. Yeah, Maxwell does not care who the Tribal Chief is or who Brock Lesnar is. He knows that he is the best in the world. That's it. Immediately after his match last night, the first thing that he tweeted was that I am the best in the world. And he really believes so. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people believe that as well. And we've got a lot of NXT chants here from Ricky. That's counter, I believe, to James, who always chants AEW. Ricky's here for NXT. I like that. Ricky, where's David? Ricky, we're missing David tonight. Robert, that's right. Love that, Toads. Thank you for that. I think MJF should worry about what other... Oh, dear. That's a loud commercial. And Gary says... I think MJF should worry about what other promotions think about what he's done. Well, that's true. That's true. But once again, MJF's always been salty. He always has been that. If he ever gets released from AEW, or if he's done with the company himself, I'm pretty sure, from what it looks like, WWE would be more than happy to have him on board. Of course, they'll put some restrictions on him. They'll have a walled garden around him, so that he wouldn't be able to surpass. They wouldn't allow him to throw, drinks on kids, for sure. But I'm pretty sure, considering the amount of heat he brings and the viewers he brings, any company would be itching to sign him. I mean, this guy is golden. and that's for sure. Yeah, but I don't think that he's going to be leaving AEW anytime soon, brothers. I'm on the pineapple juice. I see, Jonathan. That is nice. That is good. All right. And here we are. It is Solo Sikoa with those headbutts, massive headbutts here to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. Oh, dear Lord. Look at the referee from the side. For a second, I thought that's the Miz. But no, that's not the Miz. That's just a referee with, I believe, Miz's hairstyle. Yeah. Anyways, Clay, it's good to see you once again. Hope you're doing well. You cannot mess with my Latino heat, says Toes. That's right. Kenneth says, hey, Mark. Sorry I was sleeping. I made James, though. Yeah. That's right, Kenneth. We missed you last night. Love it. MJ versus Punk, or they will team up. MJ versus Punk, or they will team up. True, that's a bold prediction. That is a bold prediction. Actually, it's very interesting that you mentioned that, because MJF, as we know, he the heat magnet, and I feel like nothing will get him more heat than just siding with Punk and supporting him when he comes back. Because if Punk comes back, or when he comes back, he's got to be anti-AEW. The fans are going to be against him, that's for sure. Much of the locker room is going to be against Punk. MJF could use that to his advantage and side with Punk to get even more heat, because when he comes back, he's got to be the heat magnet, really. And for MJF to step up and support Punk, oh dear, I can only imagine the kind of heat that he will draw. Oh my gosh, by the way, Solo Sikoa goes straight head first, right there, into the top of the turnbuckle, and he goes down hard. That has gotta hurt. That's probably taking out Solo Sikoa for the rest of the night. For sure. We got Andy saying, H, I've listened to the pay-per-view last night. I have to say, I was impressed with the show last night. It was good, brother, though. The show last night was really good. We were on for like, what, I was on from 4:30 in the morning till 5:30, so about 5 hours, right? It was crazy. Did not feel like 5 hours, to be honest. Did not feel like it. It just felt like an hour or hour and a half at the max. Once again, Solo Sikoa, that same turnbuckle, he was running up to the turnbuckle, to take out Kevin Owens. Owens gets out of the way. Solo Sikoa goes shoulder first into the turnbuckle, and now with a super kick to Solo Sikoa, it should take him out for the rest of the night. One more time, 2 super kicks to Solo. Kevin Owens looking to take him out like a wrecking ball. He does. Sikoa is down. The fans are loving every bit of it. Kevin Owens climbing to the top of the turnbuckle. This should do it. That's right. Swanton bomb from Kevin Owens. And he's going for the cover. And, oh dear, Uso gets in here. It's a disqualification. Kevin Owens has won the match anyways, but we are DQ. Oh dear. That's right. So nobody here has so far mentioned the 2 words, which is good. Good stuff, guys. James is not very happy, I'm sure. Alright, Drummond says, thanks up, G. Excellent forever. AEW storylines are unpredictable. We can't anticipate easily about AEW. That's right, Drummond, you're right. It's not very easy to predict what their next move's gonna be, so that's something special about AEW for sure. That's right. And we got Ron DMD says, MJ versus Omega would be great, but right now it seems like Omega's quite busy with the whole trio stuff, so I'm not sure when is he going to actually pursue the world title, but I'm ready for it. I mean, whenever he wants to do it, I am ready for it. Thank you for that, Toads. Appreciate that. Keep saying it, the 2... James. The 2 secret words, the words that should not be said. Those words tonight, these 2 words, they're just as, I would say... just the way that in Harry Potter or Hogwarts universe, you wouldn't say Voldemort, right? You just wouldn't. And similarly, you cannot say those 2 words tonight. You should not. And here we are, Sami Zayn gets in here. And of course, attacking Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens. Almost said it. Of course, it seems like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the friendship is coming back together. It's kind of. Still, they both are on their own paths. Kevin Owens says he's going to fight his own fight, just the way he's been doing for months and months, even when Sami Zayn was a part of this faction, right? So, of course, they're not officially a team, but somewhat a team because they have the same goal, they have the same direction, so it makes sense for them to align together. But are they going to align? We'll find out. Of course, fans making a lot of noise as Sami Zayn stands in the middle of the ring here with that steel chair. Kevin Owens is down, of course, feeling the effects from that match. Let's see if these 2 are actually going to form a team tonight. This is interesting. Are we going to be getting a reunion tonight? We could be. Sami Zayn drops the chair. He drops the chair. We could be getting a reunion. All right. Let's see. You want a mid-card YouTube title? You want a title? If you want a title, a predictions title, of course, that's a hard one. But trivia title is here, and it's got to be back very soon. So, yeah, that could be your title, brother. It could be your title. By the way, looking at what's happening on Raw right now, so he offered Kevin Owens a hand, right? He offered him a hand to help him get up, but Kevin Owens refuses it. He refuses the offer. He just rolls out of the ring and is headed to the back now, leaving Sami Zayn all alone in the middle of the ring. So Sami Zayn did offer him a hand. Kevin Owens refused, rejected it, turned down the offer. The friendship will happen, but it's not going to happen tonight. Wrestlemania will not be as good. Last night event was the only one I can say is Triple Mania. Now, Andy, you have just triggered, the word. So what that means. It means that I'll have to go AEW, AEW, AEW. Out of the blue. So every time somebody says those two words, I just have to go AEW. Thanks for that, Andy. Thank you for that, Toads. That's right. Doesn't know about Ruby and Paige. United, it's complicated to exist. That's right. So we know what would happen last night. Ruby Soho, I don't know, went batshit crazy and took out everybody, threw them out of the ring, and only to sideline with them later on. So we don't know what's happening with Ruby Soho, what is going on with their head. But hopefully we find that out soon. Ricky says, last night, media's from MJF call him any Hall of Fame. He said MJF be big match in AEW history. He's only 26 years old and just getting started. He was good in MLW. When he was in MLW, he's even better in AEW right now. He's just getting started. It is his first title run, and it's only going to get better, Ricky, that's for sure. This guy can get he's really just getting started. Only 26 years old. He's got a long way to go. He's only going to get better for sure. Agent Tony Khan doesn't have a release date for the AEW video game. It's true. So I did check the PlayStation Store last night, from where you can actually download the digital games and pre-order them. They do not have an official date. They do not. So on the PlayStation Store, I was not even able to pre-order the game. So earlier you could, but now you're not able to pre-order the game. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Agent, no disrespect. Why would I be at Revolution with poor heels like MJF? I'm the true heel. I see, Kenneth. I don't know about that. Now, MJF is really a heel, and he can pull it off, Kenneth. He can. Roman says Brock Lesnar and Alexa Bliss contract expired. I think Tony Khan going to approach them. And for Brock Lesnar, apparently, the way we talked about it last night, apparently he said his goodbyes on Raw last week. And he told people that he's headed back, right? He's leaving. He's wrapping up things here in the WWE. So, it's maybe that they're not able to agree on the financial deal in financial terms, or maybe he's not happy with the creative direction that they have put in place for him. So it could be anything, or maybe he's just done with wrestling for now. He wants to try something new. So we shall see. I think Brock Lesnar is going to be a big get for AEW, a massive one, which WWE would just not let happen. So I don't think he's going to head to AEW, but it could be just his way of getting better creative or getting even more money from WWE. So we shall see. It's classic Brock Lesnar. He's done this before. He's probably doing it again, just pulling a number on WWE right now. And Clay, once again, good to see you. Clay says, I want to see meet Britt Baker. That's sweet. And True says, Kevin Owens still acting like a butthurt girl. Still is. But every time somebody acts like that, they have to turn around and give them a good old hug. If not today, tomorrow, day after, it's going to happen. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to reunite. They are going to be hugging it out. And they are going to be going to WrestleMania to take away those tag team championships from the Usos. Oh my gosh, did I just say WrestleMania? AEW. Thank you for that, James. I cannot believe it. How many times, the number of times I have to chant that tonight. Thank you, James. Thank you. All right. You know what? Eating chili might have been better, James. All right, but Asia said it's NXT. NXT. That's right, Ricky. That's right. I love that. Some love for NXT tonight. What is everybody's favorite James? Nobody is buying into your, nobody's buying into your questions. Nobody's buying into your bluff. Nobody's doing it. Don't read James' comments here, guys. Do not. What happened after KO versus Solo? So, Sami Zayn came. Of course, first Uso came out. So Kevin Owens was about to win the match. He was about to pin successfully Solo Sikoa, but Uso came in, and he started attacking Kevin Owens, which gave him the victory, but still only via DQ. So Uso and Solo Sikoa were basically, it was the numbers games against Kevin Owens, and they had the upper hand. Kevin Owens was getting punished, so it was Sami Zayn who had to come out, and he had to save, Kevin Owens from Uso and Solo. Both of them made their way through the crowd, or ran away, and Sami Zayn then offered Kevin Owens a hand, for him to get up. But Kevin Owens refused that offer, rejected it, declined it, rolled out of the ring, and headed to the back. So that happened. Alright, so let's see what happens. Looks like they're going to be talking about Bobby Lashley. Now, this whole thing, alright, Bobby Lashley, Bray Wyatt, I find it super cheesy. I don't get it. The road to the pay-per-view here, between Lashley and Bray Wyatt, I don't understand. I've started to hate the Bray Wyatt vignettes. I've started to hate the Bray Wyatt backstage promos, all of that stuff. It's beyond me, and I cannot tolerate it anymore. So for me, this whole Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, Bobby Lashley stuff, it's not working out so far. I think it's a total mess, but we shall see. We shall see. That's right. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. Andy says K-Toads he's been dealing with severe throat problems, and many other things have come up. Wait, what is that about? Wait. That's right. Good. Oh, come on. Alright, so the screen behind Bobby Lashley flickers. It flickers. Alright, Jeff, good to see you, brother. And Boja says, here we go again. One match in 30 minutes. Yeah, we're back to that whole pattern again, brother. One match in 30 minutes. I guess we're going to be following that same pattern. I'm pretty sure we're going to be following that the entire night. Fire Wyatt, that's right, true. They probably should be trending worldwide right now. I'm so done with all this whole Bray Wyatt stuff. I really am. Again, I don't understand, right? Carmella, is she... I've asked this question last week. I'm going to ask it again. Is she the Queen of Staten Island? Is Carmella the dazzling, the glamorous Carmella? What exactly is her character right now? Because the outfit is kind of confusing, right? It's like a mix of both. So what direction is she really headed? The cool or the sexy? What is she now? By the way, there we are with the whole Chelsea Green thing. And Adam Pearce sees Chelsea Green and just runs to the back. We got Gaming with TD Coco here. I love that name actually. Gaming with TD Coco. I love it. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Wow. Wow, birds of a feather, they flock together. So... damn, these two would fit so well together in Impact Wrestling. Like, they looked like the perfect fit for Impact. Anyways, I feel like Chelsea, birds of a feather, they flock together. Chelsea Green still has not been able to get a match for herself. Proper match for herself, but what she's going to be doing tonight is that she's going to be escorting Carmella to the ring as she takes on Bianca Belair, the EST of the WWE. And it's happening up next. So we shall see what happens. And Bojet says, true, they both are. What is that about? True says, Chelsea is annoying. Oh yeah, she is annoying. And so is Carmella. Bojet, I totally agree with that. Now, Robert says, WWE is excellent. There are storylines far better than other wrestling promotions. I think Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Moose should join WWE as soon as possible, says Rummet. James, do you have something to say to that? Anybody has anything to reply to Rummet? Rummet, I love you for that comment. You're awesome. Chelsea is playing different versions of herself as she was in Impact. Indeed, Andy, I saw it too. Tonight, when she was in the backstage segment, I saw it pretty clearly. It felt to me like I was watching that Chelsea Green that we last saw in Impact Wrestling with Deonna Purrazzo, right? That friend, that annoying little brat. That is the Chelsea Green that I saw tonight when she was backstage with Carmella. So, but again, my question is still unanswered. What exactly is Carmella right now? What is her character? Is she sexy? Is she cool and funky, or is she a mix of both now? Because these were supposed to be two very different characters, but now it seems like she's able to blend both of them together. So let me know if you have any idea of what direction is she actually headed, guys. Chelsea is playing different versions, that is for sure, Andy. That's right. Toad's here. I love that. Storyline gaming, heck yeah. This is going to be a fun 3 years finally, says James. Brother James, have mercy. Have mercy. Alright, let's see. NWA chants also here. We see some NWA chants. We see some MLW chants here previously in the chat here from Pete Toads. Love that. Thank you. And here we go again, 1 match in 30 minutes indeed. So we go to commercial. We're going to get a second match here. And I'm pretty sure, that this... In the following 30 minutes, we're only going to be getting one match and some segments, some commercials. But just like Bojits pointed out, I think we're probably sticking to the same pattern of one match every 30 minutes. I think that's what we're going to be doing, because that's what they usually do for the pay-per-views, right? So I guess that they like this pattern a bit too much. We shall see. We shall see. All right. So Andy says, Kenny and Old Bucks need to go away. Never come back to wrestling, says Andy. You know what? I'm not a big fan of Young Bucks either, or Old Bucks at all. I'm not a fan of them. I find them very annoying as well. Probably even more annoying than Chelsea Green herself. So I agree with that, Andy. But as far as Kenny Omega is concerned, I think he's got a lot to offer. I think Kenny Omega can really step up and do some great things in wrestling, and still has a lot to offer to the fans here. So I feel like Kenny Omega and his one-winged angels will stick around, but Young Bucks or Old Bucks, I wouldn't care less. I couldn't. Love it. Toads here. Roman Reigns. Okay. All right. I'm excited for 2K23, says Gaming with TD at Coco. 2K23 comes out very soon, right? 17th, if I'm not wrong. 17th? Yep. So, or was it 14th? Anyways, it's coming out very soon. I'm moderately excited for it. Honestly, my expectations are here. When it comes to 2K23, because you know what they say, if your expectations are high, your disappointment's gonna be higher. So I'm keeping my expectations super low when it comes to 2K23, so maybe I won't be as disappointed. 2K22, I hated. It's not a secret. I hated the gameplay in 2K22. I disliked the whole concept of that card. I'm not sure why did that card game, make its way into 2K games. Really not sure why that happened, or why anybody wanted that. But I never used that feature in the game. Then you had the universe mode, which was basically the same as 2K. I don't even know. 2K15, 2K16, 17, whatever. It's been the same thing over and over again. You talk about the GM mode, which I felt was lackluster. So unless they step up those modes and really make them interesting, I don't know if I'll be super excited about 2K23. But we shall see. I'm pre-ordering it. And we're gonna be playing it live here, and you're gonna be seeing me disappointed, or you're gonna be seeing me happy. But you'll see me playing it live right here. And John Cena is gonna be returning tonight. As I said, it's probably gonna be the last segment of the night. John Cena and Austin Theory facing off. I think it will be the last thing we'll see before the show goes off the air tonight. And here we are, Bianca Belair, the EST of the WWE. Of course, she's gonna be fighting Asuka or Kana at Wrestlemania for the Raw Women's Championship. But tonight, she's going to be taking on Carmella. And again, as Carmella is coming out here, 1 second. Of course, so as she's coming out here, she's got the money vibes, right? She's got the glamour, sexy Carmella vibes. Not the cool Queen of Staten Island, but the way she's just moving. Look at her, those moves, right? Those moves are basically the moves of the Queen of Staten Island. So I'm very much confused. What exactly is Carmella? She's wearing an outfit which basically screams glamorous Carmella, but the snapback is from the Queen of Staten Island. So it seems like she has found a way to blend the two characters together, because I guess they understood that people were not really buying into the glamorous side of her. They liked the Staten Island side, and they did not like the Staten Island side enough, so that's why they had to combine them both, which to me is very confusing, very confusing. And I get a mid-wipe about 2K23, true, I agree. I feel like it's gotta be a copy and paste to a certain extent, which really I'm concerned about. I really am. Yeah, I don't believe that at all about Kenny. I just never ever thought he's anything. Jay White is way better than him. You know, I would like to see a match between the two, hopefully soon. But about Kenny Omega, I really bought into the whole one-winged angel. I've talked about this very many times. But the one time that Kenny Omega was about to fight Red Swan, right, and they were about to have this big match with the AEW and the Impact World titles on the line. And, I just heard these guys talking about the one-winged angel over and over and over again. That really stuck to me, and that made its way somewhere in my heart or in my mind. Now, when I think about it, I really am scared of the one-winged angel, and it really intimidates me. So, yeah, I've got some love for Kenny Omega and his one-winged angel. I think it's one of the scariest, most threatening, and possibly the best moves here in wrestling. The one-winged angel, I feel is good. I feel it's special. Alright, Jay White dethroned Cody Rhodes, and Jay White joined the Judgment Day as a leader. Wow. I don't know about Judgment Day. I think you're pretty optimistic about the faction, for them to still exist after the pay-per-view that's coming up very soon. I'm not going to say the name of the pay-per-view, James. Yeah, but, the whole Judgment Day stuff, I feel like it's been mid, right? It's been kind of mid. I mean, it's still surviving. I'm actually surprised that it survived way too long. I really had no hopes for the Judgment Day, but it's still around. Finn Balor, Dominic, they're still able to, I guess, keep the whole faction breathing and living. I'm not sure how long is this gonna last, because it feels to me like Finn and this guy, what's his name, Damian Priest, I feel like these guys are kind of branching out, and the Judgment Day is actually holding them back. Maybe the Judgment Day is doing some favors to Dominic Mysterio, but for Finn and for Damian, I feel like the whole faction is kind of, keeping them back and keeping them shackled. When the thing is over and when they're free, I think they can really go out there and do something. So I feel like the Judgment Day is actually a curse to them and not anything better. Yeah, War Games is in 2K23. That's right, gaming with T-Dotes. So War Games is in 2K23, but how well is it going to be executed? We shall see. And here we are, Bianca Belair going for the cover on Carmella. Carmella with the kick out. I cannot forgive 2K for actually taking away some pretty cool parts of the games when, that THQ actually had, with consoles that were way less powerful, way less capable than the current generation consoles. We're talking with the PS5s and we're talking with the PS2s. The PS2s back in the day, when you played the Royal Rumble matches, they had entrances for every single superstar in the Royal Rumble match. Batista came out to a pyro, John Cena came out to his own entrance. Every star in the game had an entrance. Fast forward to 2K what, 22, 21, whatever, 2K22 is what's going on right now, right? So fast forward to 2K22, they have no entrances for the Royal Rumble, right? Whenever you play the Rumble match, you just hear a music and people make their way to the ring. So little things like these, they really matter a lot to me. THQ actually went out there and tried to put out a quality game, while 2K, I believe, focused more on the visuals and the simulation part, and they also keep messing that up. For example, the Royal Rumble for me has always been super messy in the 2K games, so the 2K22 game, to be precise, because every time I played the Royal Rumble, it miscalculated the number of participants, and it would often skip number 7 or number 8 and give me just number 9 out of nowhere. And towards the end of it, I would never get a number 30. It would just stop at number 29. I wouldn't get a number 30. And if I am able to eliminate everybody at 29, all the 29 people or whatever people, I just get nobody else. I do not win the match. The match keeps going on, but nobody else comes out. It just freezes. So stuff like that, it really turns me off and turns me away, pulls me away from 2K22. So that's that. All of the disrespect towards Omega. Wow. True took that personally. I love that. Andy, True does not agree. Does not agree. I hope Carmella gets off my screen, says Gaming with TD Coco. I like that. Okay. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Indeed, Ron DMG. And hustle, loyalty, respect coming up tonight. I probably think it's going to be the end of the show, but it's coming tonight. The Empress Kana back at her top spot. That's right, Dandy. I think that she has a good chance at dethroning Bianca Belair. She really does. You know, with this whole new gimmick, this whole new attitude, charisma, she could do it. The WWE Women's Division give better push than AEW Impact or other promotions. Are you agree with them? Says Rumit. So, you know, WWE definitely has some big stars in the women's division, but if you look at AEW now, it really has improved a lot, substantially. You know, look at the whole past year and the work they've done this past year. They really have worked in their, you know, put in some work in their women's division. So, you know, big up to them for sure. But I agree that WWE's women's division is probably the best one out there, out of everybody else combined. But you also have to look at, you know, different promotions such as WOW, alright, WoW Women's Wrestling. Also, you look at Stardom, they do an even better job than WWE. But, you know, if you talk about just the American promotions, yeah, WWE hands down really pays attention to their division for sure. Yeah, anyways, we got J. Ambro here. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope AJ's Rikishi joining the bloodline. Toads, you did it again. AEW. Gosh, alright. Now, Rikishi has expressed interest in joining the bloodline. We did see a recent report, a recent interview, where Rikishi actually expressed interest in joining the faction, and might happen soon. You never know, it could happen. And we also got Clay here mentioning Wrestlemania, which once again means that I have to go AEW tonight. So every time anybody mentions those two words, I'm in for trouble. And here we are one more time. Bianca Belair looking to take out Carmella, gets her up, Carmella with the dodge, wow, and grabs her. Oh dear Lord, grabs her hair, pulls her down hard. Bianca Belair is down. Carmella right now, I'm surprised, but she's the one standing in the ring, and Bianca Belair is actually down. Did not see that coming at all. Alright, we got Jaden. Jaden, I love that name. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Alright, Drummond says, Wrassingh excellent forever. Thank you, brother Drummond. Thank you. Alright, love it. Toads, thank you for that. Hassan says, hi there, how was Revolution last night? Revolution was fantastic. It was a great show. I think I'm still experiencing the hangover from that show, you know, how good it really was. It was a fantastic show, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it too. It was such a good show. I mean, I still remember the whole fork stabbing Hangman Page with the fork. That thing just cannot get off my mind. It just cannot. We had way too many great moments last night. It was a fantastic show, it really was. Andy says, yeah, I don't something that I enjoy. Kenny sucks. All right, Andy, I like it. You know, different opinions, a difference in opinions is what makes this whole thing so much fun. Here we are, Chelsea Green has one job. She had one job, to stay in the corner and really not get caught for it. And here we are, of course, asking for trouble. First, the referee got in her face. Now Bianca Belair. Wow, look at that. Bianca Belair obviously distracted here by Chelsea Green. Carmella takes advantage of that. Kick to the face. Bianca Belair goes down. Carmella goes for the cover, and Bianca Belair kicks out. So Chelsea Green did try. She did try. Wow. I cannot believe that Carmella actually came close to picking up the victory tonight. Quite interesting. We got Islamic Shorts here saying, I love the bloodline, and I'm so excited to see what happened at Wrestlemania. Wow. You mentioned both the words that were so doomed in the same sentence, my brother. It's good to see you, but you know what that means. AEW, and AEW. Wow, James, Jake, it's good to see you. Welcome. You know, anybody who's coming in right now and wondering why am I chanting AEW out of nowhere, check out the pinned comment. Thank you. Once again, Bianca Belair grabs Chelsea Green from the back of the head, sends her straight to the outside. While Bianca Belair has actually turned her attention from Carmella to Chelsea Green, obviously distracted here, and she grabs Chelsea Green, throws her over the top. Wow, she's angry. But I'm pretty sure Carmella will try to take advantage of it, rolls her up for the cover. It's a 1, it's a 2, and wow, very close once again to actually pinning Bianca Belair, but you can't do that. Bianca Belair is not going to get pinned a few days before Wrestlemania. Should not happen, and probably will not happen now, because it's a 1, it's a 2, and that's right. The EST of the WWE is still the BEST. She's still the best, and she just got the victory over Carmella. That's right, love it. And Jake says, what's up, P-Toads? Thanks, P-Toads. I appreciate it. We all acknowledge the tribal chief. We all acknowledge Jake. It's good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Once again, Chelsea Green is back, and she is looking to take out Bianca Belair. It's interesting, right? We're basically ending both the matches in a similar fashion. You know, earlier tonight, the first match of the night, we saw Uso. It's so funny, I've got to say that. It's the same way that the both of matches have ended. It's ridiculous. You don't do that, to matches happening one after the other. The same ending to both of them. By the way, Asuka can barely walk in those heels. Why is she wearing those heels? I don't understand. Anyway, so the first match, we saw Uso, and of course we saw, oh dear, the green mist. So she's dressed in the suit and whatnot. She's wearing those heels, but she still is that crazy Asuka. With the mist right in the face of Chelsea Green, Chelsea regrets everything. Chelsea right now wishes that she was still in Impact Wrestling and was playing hide and seek with Deonna Purrazzo. Anyways, here we are. So same exact ending, or almost similar endings here. Kevin Owens was laid out in that same exact corner where Bianca Belair is right now, and Sami Zayn was standing in the same exact place where Asuka is standing right now. I cannot believe that they actually had the same ending to both the matches tonight, one after the other. That's lazy booking for me. I don't care that Asuka kind of made it different with that green mist, or they're facing off right now. It is the same damn ending. Yeah, lazy booking on their part tonight for sure. AJ, you freaked about Moxley versus Hangman match. You wouldn't have seen Abdullah the Butcher fighting the late Bruiser Brody. Yeah, I know. I heard all about that. Gary also told me about it last night, that back in the 70s, back in the 80s, that's exactly the kind of matches that we used to have back in the day. Yeah, I am glad that I missed out on that era, I guess, because last night I freaked out. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was crazy. It was insane. And here we are once again. Yep. It's just a little bit of a face-off, and they're now headed back. Once again, lazy booking. It's okay to book them in the same fashion, on the same night, but doing it one after the other simultaneously, it's ridiculous. There could have been a better way. Yep. Wow. Alright, so once again, Sami Zayn here is offering Kevin Owens to really join forces. He says, we don't have to be friends again or best friends again. We just have to join forces to take out the bloodline, because you cannot do it alone. That's right. He says we have to do it together. We have to do business together. Just one subject, just one time. This is almost like how True said early on, right? Kevin Owens is acting like a mad ex-girlfriend. And Sami Zayn right now is acting like any ex-boyfriend who would like to get his girlfriend back, but he would say, we're not really going to be in a relationship, we're just going to be best friends, and that's about it. That is what I can see right here, right? Sami Zayn telling Kevin Owens, we're not going to be friends or best friends, we're just going to join forces for this one time, this one moment, this one opportunity to take out the bloodline. That is exactly what it sounds like. And Kevin Owens, like a pissed ex-girlfriend, says, no, I don't want to do this with you. We're not getting back together. We're not. Yeah. This argument really sounds like a real-life couple's argument, right? Kevin Owens says, just go back to Roman, do what you were doing earlier. He'd probably, forgive you, embrace you, welcome you back into the faction, right? That's funny. That is funny. Alright, what if Kana cuts Bianca's hair? True, if that happens, it's gonna be crazy. And you know what's crazier? Coming up next is gonna be Logan Paul. I think I want to take a bathroom break right now. I mean, I'm okay with Logan Paul wrestling, right? I'm okay with that, because usually when he wrestles, he's actually good, so I'll give him that. But I'm not okay with Logan Paul coming out here, with that face, and with that smile, and that smart smile on his face, and of course, picking up the microphone and talking. I'm not okay with that, and he's gonna be doing a lot of talking tonight. and I'm not ready for it. And once again, Bojets was correct. So we are sticking to the format of one match per 30 minutes. So in the first 30 minutes of the show, we got one match, and in these 30 minutes again, we just got one match, and now we're going to be getting one segment. So what it sounds like is that they're sticking to this format of one match per 30 minutes, which I'm okay with personally, because we are on the road to WrestleMania. And to be honest, oh my gosh, what did I just say? AEW. Oh gosh, I hate myself for this. Alright, so eating a chili might have been better. To be honest, it would have been better. Yeah, a lot better. Anyways, it's so funny. Alright, Islamic Shorts is having fun. Alright, good to see you once again. What if Kana cuts Bianca's hair? Question from Drew, and I think that's a fantastic question. If that happens, shit's getting real, brother. It is getting real. It's going down for real now. For Roman Reigns forever, my dear chief, says Toads. I like that. By the way, if Kana was to cut Bianca Belair's hair short, should it happen at WrestleMania, before WrestleMania, or post-Mania? Where would you like for that to happen? When should it happen? Or maybe should it be a hair versus hair match at Mania? Let me know. The heels let people know she's not fine. That's right, sure. That is correct. Yep, James is loving it. I see you. Toads, thank you. You rock as well. AJ, there's a picture of Bailey. I literally... Clay, are you kidding me? I gave you a picture of Bailey on your birthday. Do you remember? Everybody remembers here, correct? Exactly. Yeah. Clay, I gave you a picture of Bailey on your birthday, my brother. Gary says, anybody else think that Asuka can beat Bianca? You know what? Actually, to think about it, I'll take my words back. I feel like Asuka has a pretty good shot. I feel like she really is... She is, considering her new character, the Kana and whatnot that she's doing, she probably has the best chance at beating Bianca Belair. But the way that they have been booking Asuka, or Kana, right? I mean, they're not booking her as somebody invincible. They're not booking her as Bray Wyatt was booked early on, as it was the Fiend. She can still get beaten up. She can still be put down. She is not invincible. That is how they've been booking her. Even in her matches, she doesn't she's okay in the ring, right? I mean, she's obviously good in the ring, but when she's fighting, let's say Carmella, it's not like she is just butchering them up. It's not like that. She also gets beaten up. She also gets blindsided, and she also gets taken down. Yes, she does pick up the victory, but it doesn't mean that she is coming across as super strong. So the way that they've been booking her, based on that, I think that Bianca will retain, but we shall see. Also, Bianca, I believe, is a good investment to be a long-term investment. Her being a long-term champion, quite like Roman Reigns, is going to just send her to a whole different level. I think Bianca Belair can actually, go there. She can actually be the next big star of the WWE. She already is, but she could really, make history in the company. She really can. Let's see. Anyway, and Andy says Cactus Jack Manson and Terry Funk had bombshell matches in the 80s for AJPW. Great stuff, says Andy. All right, Andy. Since you mentioned that, maybe, would you guys be okay with, let's say, doing a watch-along for some 80s matches one day? Let me know. And let's see, me, Gary, Kana, my Empress, says Andy. I see. All right, Andy. That's good to hear, guys. I thought I was having another lame brain idea. No, Gary, your ideas are never, ever lame. You're fantastic. Your predictions are great. Your ideas are great, Gary. We love you. You're awesome. That's right, Andy. That's right. True says lame-ass Logan Paul. Exactly, brother. The L in his name stands for lame. That's correct. I cannot stand this guy. Logan Paul. Also Seth Rollins, right? I mean, Seth Rollins is cool. His fashion sense is cool, kind of. Yeah, I'll take those words back real quick. But still, just having the thought of having Logan Paul and Seth Rollins in the ring at the same time with the microphone, they're going to be super duper annoying. Carmella and Chelsea Green actually will start sounding a lot better, after we watch Logan Paul and Seth Rollins in the ring at the same time. It's going to be a lot of laughing, a lot of hubaya, and I'm not ready for it. I'm just not mentally prepared for all the lameness and craziness that we're going to be seeing in the ring. Andy, I had Bryan Danielson winning the belt last night. Oh, Gary, that's okay. He came very close. So you're good. That's right. AJ, when AJ coming back? Oh, Toads, I'm here. I am here. I've been back for a few weeks now. I'm here. That's right. If Kana cuts her hair on for one ultra freaking celebration. I see you, Andy. All right, so April 1st, yeah. All right. Let's see. Actually, it would be interesting. Actually, it's a great idea. I'm not sure why do people do not have this idea, but a hair versus hair match at WrestleMania, Kana versus Bianca Belair. I can only imagine how crazy would that be. That stipulation would actually draw a lot of people in. Sure, yeah, that would be something. Kana versus Bianca, hair versus hair, would be something for sure. Bianca isn't gonna retain, says gaming with TD Coco. So very certain here, gaming with TD Coco. They say that Bianca is not gonna retain. Do you agree with gaming or do you not agree with them? Let us know in the comments, because I feel that's a bold prediction. You know, I wouldn't really take Bianca Belair as an underdog in this match. Yes, Kana is scary, right? She's got the green mist. She definitely has a lot of stuff up her arsenal, but Bianca Belair is the EST, right? So let's see. If Bianca retains over Kana on 411, then I'll once again stop caring about WWE. Wow. Andy says, okay, so we basically have a lot of people here saying that Bianca Belair should not retain. Kana should defeat Bianca Belair. We got Gaming saying that. We got Andy saying that. That's something. Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins Mania Night 1 main event. The thought of that, Run DMG, you know, nothing against Seth Rollins, but the thought of Logan Paul and Seth Rollins main eventing WrestleMania makes me sick to my stomach. And actually, if CM Punk, you know, gets to know that Logan Paul is main eventing WrestleMania, CM Punk's gonna cry in his bed, and he's never gonna come out of his bed. It should not happen. Logan Paul should not be main eventing any WrestleMania, because let's be honest, guys, Logan Paul might be good in the ring, but how many times did he wrestle this last year, right? He wrestled WrestleMania, I believe SummerSlam, that's it, right? Yeah, I don't believe that Logan Paul deserves to main event WrestleMania. He might be good in the ring, he might be celebrity or YouTuber, whatnot, still does not get to main event WrestleMania. Should not. That will be just a slap to the face to everybody else. I don't take Logan Paul to be a wrestler. I don't. No. When he signed, they said that he signed a full-time deal with the company. Where is the full-time? It's not full-time. It's not even part-time. He just shows up for the main attractions. That's it. And I cannot respect that. I just can't. No. Once again, let's see. Gary says, I agree, AJ. Bianca has been a fantastic champion, but Asuka is Papa Paul's girl. It's true. You know, I can only imagine, speaking of Papa Paul's girl, I can imagine when that sleepy Wendy Chu actually makes her main roster debut. Is she going to be sleeping at WrestleMania too? Is she going to keep her pillow and her, I don't even know, pajamas a thing on the main roster? I wonder. What will Wendy Chu do? Because, you know, Wendy Chu is loved by the NXT guys, right? She's loved by Triple H, by HBK. She's got all the support. So on the main roster, you know, how is that whole character going to transition? I really wonder. And that's right, true, some big ol' eyes for Rhea, but nobody has big ol' eyes for this idiot right here. Logan Paul coming out here with this prime energy drink that nobody cares about, right? Nobody does, that's right. I cannot stand this guy. Now, that's one cool thing that Logan Paul did right there. Did not shake hands with The Miz. Left him hanging, and I thought that was pretty cool. Good stuff. And out comes Seth Rollins. You know, to think that it was going to be annoying to see a confrontation between Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, we've also got Miz added to the equation, so it's going to be a super annoying segment. I would recommend everybody to put your television screens on mute, because just listening to Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, and The Miz the same damn time, I don't even know if my head can tolerate that. I don't know. And Clay says, I did not see the picture of Bayley on my birthday, AJ. Oh, but Clay, you missed it. But the next time you win a championship, you'll see a picture of Bayley. I promise you that. That's right. Love that. D-Sing, welcome, sir. And Andy says Zoe Starks should leave NXT to go to the main roster. Zoe Starks is good. I really am surprised, because I saw Zoe Stark actually put out a tweet. She retweeted a fan's tweet where they were talking about, you know, I guess that how that she doesn't look very attractive. That you know, she looks like a man. I believe that was the exact quote. Fans posted a picture of Zoe Stark and said that she looks like a man, something like that. And Zoe Stark had to retweet it, reshare it, and say that she's not here, you know, in a beauty contest. She's here on a wrestling show to wrestle. So I don't get this unnecessary hate against Zoe. I feel she's a fantastic star, really gifted in the ring. So all this hate, it needs to go away. It's like, it's not doing anybody any favors. Why this hate? Why hate when you can appreciate, right? It just makes no sense. Did I hear you right? They're bringing Pajama Girl to the main roster. I did hear some chirps about it. You know, she is very much loved in NXT, so she could very well be making her way to the main roster. Gary, yeah, that's right. Wendy Chu, the Pajama Girl. It's true. You sound excited, Gary. Alright, love this. Alright, so everybody is singing along to the tune of Seth Rollins' theme here, and the Miz cannot take it. Miz is annoyed, but Rollins is loving it. Miz says that, Massachusetts, you are living up to your stereotype. The Miz cannot take it. Look at that. Seth Rollins is loving it, by the way. He is loving it. Logan Paul is speechless, but that's what he should do every time Logan Paul is in the ring, right? Just hijack the segment. Wow. This piece of crap actually thinks that he can come out here on a wrestling show and ask wrestling fans to shut up? Are you kidding me? Who gave this guy a microphone? I thought he was supposed to be a fan favorite and he's asking people to shut up? Oh wow, we've come a long way, have we not? I hope these people just keep singing the entire segment. Oh, come on. Seth Rollins played the fans into shutting up, and he moved on with the segment. Oh, these people are so gullible. So gullible. I love Seth Rollins' gaming with TD Coco. The best part about this segment is Seth Rollins, and that speaks volumes. I wish I could see Logan Paul get spat in the face from Carlito. I think, Brother Andy, we're all on the same page here. You know, we might be different when it comes to our favorites, you know, when it comes to Kenny Omega, when it comes to Old Bucks or anybody else, we might have a different stance. But when it comes to Logan Paul, I think everybody is united. Everybody is on the same page. We all dislike Logan Paul. He should not be standing in the wrestling ring. This guy should be out of here. That's right. We all dislike him. You know what? I would kiss Otis on the cheek, you know, over actually watching a Logan Paul match. I wouldn't do it. I would hang out with Chad Gable rather than watching a Logan Paul match. Really, I would do that. Yeah. That's how much I dislike this guy. And his t-shirt, the stupid t-shirt he's wearing. Yep. It's true. Man, these guys love Seth Rollins. Rollins looks like a peppermint. He does. Yeah, he does. I was wondering what was up with that outfit. You're right. He does look like a peppermint. Oh, wow. All right. And Andy agrees with that. Thank you for that, Toads. Everybody, hit the thumbs up. Thank you for that. Maybe I should take my old butt to the performance center and try out. My brother Gary, you know, whatever you try, your touch is like the Midas' touch, right? Whatever you touch, it becomes gold. Just like your predictions are golden. You're awesome, Gary. We love you. We love you. All right. Is he trying to be MJF? I mean, he's embracing the heat, obviously. He's trying, you know, to play along and just get the heat from the fans. But obviously, Logan Paul, to me, he's just coming across as super cheesy. I don't know how you feel about this whole promo, but I find it super cheesy. Oh, come on. So,
So, how old is Logan Paul once again? Let me check. Logan Paul age. Let's take a look. 27. Oh, he's 27.
Seth Rollins speaks for everybody when he says that we don't like it. We really don't, Seth. He got it. Oh, he's so right. I was just about to say that. He took words out of my mouth. Indeed, the scum of the earth. Look at the face. Look at this guy. Indeed, this is exactly what the scum of the earth looks like. You got it right, guys. I guess AJ won't be interviewing Logan Paul inside scene. You know it, Gary. It's not going to be happening. Absolutely not. Never. Never. Maybe one day, but not today. Not today. All right. Let's see. Andy, once again, Gary is awesome. Logan Paul, kisses for Logan. Are you kidding me, Toads? You've got kisses for Logan Paul? Okay, I don't even know what to trust or what to believe in anymore, Toads. All right. Run DMG's loving it, and Gaming with TD Coco says, Logan Paul is a great wrestler. Despite everything he's done outside the ring, you cannot deny his in-ring skills are awesome. And that's one thing that I hate even more about Logan Paul, right? I want to dislike him overall. I want to dislike his promos, his in-ring action. I want to dislike everything about Logan Paul in wrestling, but I can't. And that's why I hate him even more, right? Because I don't want to appreciate his matches, but I can't help it. And I want to talk about how good he is in the ring. I don't want to talk about it, but I have to. So that just makes me dislike him even more. But one thing's for sure, this guy's annoying, super annoying, and I cannot say that enough. Right, Seth Rollins taking off his peppermint jacket. What, is he dressed like the Backstreet Boys from the 90s? Look at what Seth Rollins is wearing. Or is that Becky Lynch's top? I'm pretty sure I've seen Becky Lynch wearing something similar a few weeks ago, but in black. Yep. Okay, this is so ridiculous. So now, The Miz is booking matches? Look, we all know that wrestling is scripted. We all know that the matches are not planned in the ring right there, or they are planned in the office behind the scenes. But the way that they're actually setting up this match is so cringy. So Logan Paul hinting towards the fact that he could actually fight Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and The Miz proposing that he could make it happen is cringy. The way that this whole match is being set up is awfully cringy, and I hate every bit of it. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I thought we were in for a good Monday Night Raw, but this is cringe. This whole segment is cringe. I've got to say that. Seth Rollins looks like a piece of juicy fruity gum. Exactly, James. He looks like peppermint. You're right. This whole thing is super duper cringe. That's right. Run DMG says, JB back, just get a lawyer. That's right, Run DMG. Probably should. Logan Paul has been wearing the same snapback hat and the same t-shirt ever since he turned 12. Literally. Even at 27 years old, his fashion sense is of a 12 years old, and that's not a good thing. Lame ass Paul, indeed true. Truer words have never been said. Lame ass Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul should date Matt Riddle. This is great, Andy. Andy says Logan Paul should date Matt Riddle. The way WWE will have two guys making out of compared Gable and Otis, do I agree? You know, and he probably should be hanging around Matt Riddle, but the thing is that he won't do that because Matt Riddle is a full-timer, whereas Logan Paul is a premium act, where he will only wrestle when the money is good, the stage is bigger, and all that ridiculous stuff. Logan Paul gets what he wants. He wants a match at WrestleMania, and he's got it.
Yeah, any wrestling fan who's a Logan Paul fan, we cannot get along, guys. We cannot. No, we cannot. I will be the new predictions champion at WrestleMania 39, says Clay. Clay, that's going to be tough. You know, we've got some very good competition. We got Andy, we got Gary, we got True, we got Run DMG. We got all of these people, James, who got very, very close to winning the championship. So, they got to give you a tough time. So, let's see. Run DMG says, you do like Prime. I liked it. I see. So, I've never tried Prime, so, yeah. I've got no opinion on Prime Drink yet. And here we are, John Cena once again being advertised for a return, which will most likely be happening in the final 30 minutes of the night. Once again, if you look at the time right now, 1 second. Oh, it did. Alright, so, my battery is gone. Okay, so. You know, WrestleMania going to Hollywood is great. You know, Roman Reigns getting that big match against Cody Rhodes is great. But all of the other stuff that's been built up to WrestleMania right now, it makes very little sense to me. Honestly, you know, it's a question to everybody, guys, right? I would like to know what you guys think about all the booking that's been done for WrestleMania so far. Because for me, I feel like I'm not invested in any match yet. You know, I'm not... Okay, so the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes stuff, I think that, you know, everybody's invested in that match because it's a talk of the town. Everybody's talking about that match. It's the thing that they have booked the most, you know, for such a long time. You know, the whole Cody Rhodes stuff, the Roman Reigns stuff, hands down, I'm pretty sure everybody is into that match. But apart from that match, every other match, there's been little build-up, and any match that they've tried to build up, you know, it's just been weird. Like that Rhea Ripley match, right? Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair. It's got a very little build-up. There is no build-up whatsoever at all. Apart from the fact that Rhea Ripley won the Rumble and whatnot, and she's going to Mania, there has been no build-up. This Asuka, you know, match against Bianca Belair, barely any build-up. We're talking about Omos and Brock Lesnar. It's just a random match that's been thrown into the mix. Honestly, that's what it feels like. The Bobby Lashley match against Bray Wyatt, very, 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 very weird build-up so far. We're talking about Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. It's the way that they've just booked the match right now. It's random. The booking seems very random, and the build-up has just not been there. They are just throwing in big names into the mix, but so far we're like, what date is this today right now? It is March 7th, right? So we are like less than a month away, you know, from WrestleMania. About 23 days away to be exact. But there has been very, very little build up to these matches, which is concerning. Really concerning. You know, I'd never thought about it before, but now when I think about it, the build-up is just not there. And I realize I said WrestleMania a few times, so that's why, James, AEW, 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 and AEW. I think that should be okay. So, yeah. You know, I'm a man of my word, so I've been challenged to say that every time I say those two words. You know, and I'm up for the challenge. Let's see, what else do we have here? AJ, read my comment about Logan Paul. Let's see. I did, Andy. I did read your comment about Logan Paul and how he should be dating Matt Riddle. That way WWE will have two guys making out compared what Cable and Otis do. That's a great comment, but again, just like I said, you know, I feel like it's not going to ever happen because, you know, Matt Riddle is a full-timer. He's here every single day whenever he's wrestling. But Logan Paul is only going to be here for WrestleManias and SummerSlam. So we're never going to get that union. It's never going to happen. That's right. And T-Dodes, I'm here now. I'm here. I'm with the chat now. Never mind my comment. You read it. That's right, Andy. That's okay. What MVP did was alcohol abuse. That's true. That is true. Yep. All right, let's see. But as a guy who supports, you know, people not drinking alcohol, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. You know, I feel alcohol is not good for you, and people should stay away. But I also say that about soda and everything else. So, yeah, do whatever you like, but do it responsibly, is what I'm saying. Asuka versus Bianca, there's build-up. So, Okay, so a little bit of build-up, right? Tonight we saw face-offs. That's sweet. But what about the other matches? I just don't see it. Or if there's build-up, I'm not into it yet. I'm not. Let's see. AJ Strong like an ox. Okay. Interesting comparison, Toads. All these bookings for Mania is giving me flashbacks of WCW when they started turning into bad programming. I mean, I'm not going to ask you guys to go back, like, in the wheel of time to the 70s or 80s or 90s or even early 2000s. I'm actually going to take you to, let's say, WrestleMania 25, right? Let's talk about that pay-per-view. The build-up to every single match was there. No matter it was the World Championship match, they did it beautifully. Let's talk about Triple H versus Randy Orton, WrestleMania 25. What a beautiful build-up they had to the WWE Championship match. That build-up still gives me goosebumps, Them taking it very personally. It's Randy Orton taking out every single member of the McMahon family, let it be Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, every single one of them, only for them to come back to unite with Triple H taking out the Legacy, then Randy Orton's house being broken into by Triple H. All of that, what a great build-up. You talk about the World Heavyweight Championship match, right? John Cena, Edge, Big Show, Vicky Guerrero, the Love Triangle, the John Cena, the craziness, the big show, all of that stuff. What a beautiful build-up. You talk about Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I don't think I have to go into details about that. Every single match, let it be a mid-card match, a big match, all the matches had build-ups, and we're talking about proper build-ups. You compare that pay-per-view 25, you compare that to 39, what build-up do we have here? What build-up do we have to Brock Lesnar Omos? What build-up do we have to the IC Championship match or US Championship match? There's been little build-up. Well, tonight for the US title, that could change because we've got John Cena here, and John Cena, will add his star power, his charisma, so there's got to be build-up for sure. But so far, where I'm standing right now, I'm not into any other match except for the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes match. That's it. And that's not because of the build-up that they've done here towards WrestleMania. That's because of the work that they've put into Roman Reigns over the past 2.5 years. That is why I'm into the match. Other than that, considering the build-up to WrestleMania, I wouldn't be into it. If it was not for Roman Reigns, I probably would not be into this match either, as much as I am right now. So that's that. Cody will save WrestleMania, says Run DMG. Hopefully he will. AJ1, AJ Styles, I see you, T-Dogs. Okay. AJ Styles, hopefully after Mania, will be back. I think they need him. I really do think that he need him. By the way, anybody who looks at Mustafa Ali right now can say it, right? For sure, that this guy is having an identity crisis. Mustafa Ali is trying everything that he can. Everything, and I'm talking about everything. This guy has been a good guy. He's been like a superhero to kids, right? With his old laser and everything that he used to do early on. Then he tried to be, I guess, somewhat like a messiah. I don't know. He tried to be a politician, talking about making WWE great again. That did not really work out. He tried to be a hacker. He tried to be in the part of the Retribution. And now he's trying a lot of things on social media where he's being grateful to the fans. He's thanking the fans a lot. He's talking about how excited he is about the show. Here he is cheering on Dolph Ziggler, wearing some weird-ass outfit. Mustafa Ali is having a severe identity crisis, and he's trying to find a spot for himself. Nothing's working out. Hopefully he's able to find something. But you know what? I've got to give it up to the WWE for actually keeping this guy around and letting him do his thing and really trying out, I guess, trying to save his career. I've got to give props to the WWE for that because they don't really give guys a chance this often, right? And Mustafa Ali and WWE, they've gone back and forth. Things have gotten very ugly between the two. Talk about Twitter, all the stuff that he said about WWE on social media and whatnot. But he's still around. He's still got a job, and he's still trying stuff out, trying to find success. So I've got to give a big up to the WWE for this, because they don't really allow people to do that. So, but still, Mustafa Ali trying to find a spot for himself, which is cool. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Are you watching Young Rock? No, Toads, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not watching Young Rock. I haven't been. Have you been? Let me know. I actually had to quit alcohol and cigarettes after my stroke 8 years ago, says Gary. I'm sorry about the stroke, brother, but I'm glad to see that you're doing well and you're living a healthy life, Wait a second, let's listen to MVP first. What does he have to say? Is MVP talking to me right now? Because I was just complaining about the hype, the lack of hype for the matches. And here he is telling us about how he doesn't need to hype a match because he's got Omos. I can get more hyped up about that sign that's hanging out behind MVP right now than what MVP is saying or what Omos is doing right now. It's ridiculous. This is not enough, right? Really, this is not enough. You know, this might, and I think that WrestleMania this year is all about the casuals. I think WrestleMania this year, going to Hollywood, is all about pleasing the casual fans and the first-time viewers, because this match here, Omos and Brock Lesnar, might have been a good match for, let's say, you know, Saudi Arabia Super Showdown or whatever you want to call it. But for WrestleMania, I don't think it's fair. Oh my gosh, the Macho Man, Otis. Oh dear. So poor Baron Corbin, right? He thought that they were talking about him. And it seems like he was open to the idea of joining the MMM. Wow. A beefcake. So we're gonna get a match tonight, Baron Corbin versus Otis. Wow. Alright, so Maxine Dupree basically booked a match for us tonight. It's gonna be Baron Corbin versus Otis, it seems, and then Maxine will, I guess, do something with Baron. We shall see what happens, but we're going to be getting this odd and weird match tonight. And with that being said, we are now headed to the Judgment Day coming out. It's going to be Finn Balor who's going to be in action tonight. This should be a good match. Of course, Finn Balor is kicking off the second hour with the action here. Let's see. So Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano are going to be fighting tonight. Gargano, as we know, he has a little bit of momentum on his side right now because he defeated Otis last week. But the Judgment Day has the numbers advantage, as we know already. So will the part-timer Edge make an appearance and try to set up a match with Finn Balor at WrestleMania? Or is something else going to be happening? We shall see as Finn Balor goes to take on Johnny Gargano, who is kind of on a hot streak after defeating after getting the victory over Otis last week. So we shall see. But I think that part-timer will show up. Edge will show up, and set up this match. So let's see. We go to commercial once again, by the way. And just like Bojets said, Bojets are still around. Hello. Bojets, what he said earlier was true. They are sticking to the one match per 30 minutes format. We got one match in the first 30 minutes, one match in the second 30 minutes, and now once again, one more match here in the third 30-minute segment here. So one match per 30 minutes is what we're getting. Anyways, let's take a look at all the comments that I missed on earlier as well when we were watching the show. Let's see. So, and we've got Ziggler saying, I guess Dolph Ziggler is... Gary saying, I said Dolph Ziggler is a jobber now. Yeah, brother, he's been a jobber ever since forever. I think that the last time I actually popped for Dolph Ziggler was when he was fighting at Survivor Series for Team John Cena, and Sting came out to actually get him the victory. So that was the last time I actually cared about what Dolph Ziggler was doing, and I actually popped for him. So ever since then, I really have not. I kind of cared about him as well last year when he was fighting in NXT, and he was actually champion. That was pretty cool. But apart from that, I really have not cared about what Dolph Ziggler's been doing. He's a jobber. If not a jobber, he's just I guess an overpaid talent enhancer. That's it. Alright, let's see. Jonathan says, I also don't smoke and don't drink due to my religion. I love that, Jonathan. Now, of course, I'm not the one to preach. I'm not perfect in any senses, but I feel like, we don't need this stuff. We don't need to drink or to smoke. We don't need it, because as we know, we already are aware that, all these things do lead to a decline in health. So why play with your health, right? I don't support that. everybody to each their own, right? Everybody has their own lifestyle and the way they want to live, so that I can respect that. But still, I feel like these things should not be encouraged, especially to the younger generation, because we all know the adverse effects to it. So, wouldn't encourage to anybody. Drinking, smoking is not cool, and would definitely support not doing it. But again, I'm not the one to preach, so let's move on with wrestling. But I'm glad and I'm very proud of anybody who's not doing it, who's not into it. That's good. And Gary says, Andy, I don't mind giving up on the cigarettes. I didn't mind giving up the alcohol, but there is one thing I refuse to give up. That's 420, says Gary. Matt Riddle would be proud, Gary. Matt Riddle would be proud. And I can see Chris here has actually mentioned Trish Stratus versus Bayley at WrestleMania 39. AEW, AEW, AEW. Thank you for that, Chris. Thanks. And also, Jonathan has mentioned, I am not looking forward to WrestleMania. Could be the worst one I've ever seen. AEW, AEW, AEW. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah. If you guys don't understand why am I doing that, read the pinned comment. Thanks. Mr. AJ, why you don't watch The Young Rock? Well, actually, to be honest, to be fair with you, one reason is because it's not accessible here. To watch it, I have to look it up on like those websites, right? Those shady websites. And I don't have the motivation to do that. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way and look up a certain show on a illegal streaming website. It's just too much work. So I'll watch it when it's accessible here. Well, Jonathan says, sorry to hear that, Andy. Wait a second, what happened to Andy? Andy says, I'm not feeling well, Jonathan. That's why I stopped commenting last night. Andy, I hope you're feeling better tonight, brother. I hope you're feeling better tonight. That's right. And victory for Gable says true. Well, let's see what happens, brother. Let's see what happens tonight. Otis is gonna be a squash. Is gonna squash Baron Corbin in the like a bug, says Chris. Well, let's see what happens. And here we are right now, by the way, backstage in the locker room with Paul Heyman, Uso, and Solo. All right. Oh, wow. That's right. There we go. Alright, so we just heard right here from the one and only Paul Heyman, right? He said that Jimmy Uso has to bring back Jay. He has to take care of Sami Zayn, because if that doesn't happen towards the end of this week, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is not going to blame anybody else, not Paul Heyman, not Solo Sikoa. He's going to be blaming Jimmy Uso himself. So he needs to do it. He needs to do it by the end of this week. He needs to bring back the one and only Jey Uso. So we shall see what happens. Also, Sami Zayn, he has to take care of him as well. So he's got a big chip on his shoulder. How well is he going to be able to, implement this, execute this? We shall see. But big pressure is on poor Jimmy Uso. With that being said, coming out next is Johnny Gargano, who's going to be fighting the one and only tonight. So let's see. All right, let's take a look at the comments one more time. Victory for Gable says true once again. Let's see what will happen, brother. By next year's WrestleMania, James, the bloodline will be no more. AEW, 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 James. I'm sure you're happy. Ricky with the NXT chance. I like that. That's right. That's right. Cena. Oh, yeah, Toad. Cena will come out towards the end of the night. And I can see what you did there with the X instead of the C in Cena's name, Toads. I see that. I see that. All right. With Roman almost at 1,000 days champion and Cody not having enough quality time for a proper story, do you think Roman should win at WrestleMania, break 1,000 days, and face Cody in one of the big pay-per-views? And Rory, it's good to see you, by the way. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream again. It's great to see you tonight. But, I'm glad that you mentioned that they don't have enough time to do a proper story, because not a lot of people are talking about it, and that's one thing that I really have a problem with. They don't have enough time to really make a proper story here tonight. Until WrestleMania, they did have enough time, but did not really capitalize on it. Right? They were kind of lazy with the booking. Cody Rhodes has a clear path to Mania, and honestly, everything that all the promos, all the matches, everything that Cody Rhodes does, it somehow just equates and goes back to his father. That is really the only thing that Cody Rhodes really, is, I guess, keeping him relevant. I'm not sure, but really the only hot thing about Cody Rhodes and the story that's going on for him right now is his father, is his legacy, and that's it. So once that's done, when he's champion, what's next for him? I'm very concerned. But as far as, WrestleMania is concerned, I would want Roman Reigns to retain. I'm rooting for Roman Reigns, I feel like him retaining would be a sight to see. The outrage would be something to look forward to. So yeah, I'm actually rooting for Roman Reigns because I think that would be unorthodox. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win, which would be great as well. But I'm just curious to see the kind of outrage, that will come out of the WrestleMania if Roman Reigns actually defeats Cody Rhodes. So we shall see. By the way, ringside here, Dexter Lumis is actually watching this match very closely. Let's see. All right, Toads, I will check out Young Rock. Sure. I only drink Gatorade, says Andy. Gatorade is great. Just like I said yesterday, I'll talk about it, I guess in detail when we are having a private conversation on, But Gatorade, it really has saved me. Once. I was in a very crucial spot, and Gatorade was literally the drink that saved me. So yeah, one day we'll talk about it, guys. Anyways, let's see. I don't know if I can make it on time, says Run DMG. What is that about? Wait. Okay, I see. So Run DMG says Dynamite is happening in Sacramento. I don't know if I can make it in time. Oh, I see. Are you gonna be going to? Oh. See, are you actually planning to go there and actually attend the show? That's interesting, brother. So that's 2 big shows for you back to back. That's nice. And here we are, Dexter Lumis just inches away from Johnny Gargano right now. Of course, he's got his eyes fixated on the 2 men. Let's see what happens. Jay will show up for Jimmy, not Roman. Let's see, True. Wait, what is happening here? I can see that Andy says, AJ, your outfit tonight is giving me vibes of Father James Michelle. Holy crap. Okay, that is funny. Did not see that coming, but I saw True here writing, AJ does look like Michelle. I did not realize that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but thank you. I did not see that coming. I was just dressed for Raw, and I thought, let's wear all red tonight. But did not see that coming. Thank you for that. Thank you. Alright, when Cody becomes champion, Randy Orton returns, says Andy. Hopefully he returns alone. I would like to see once again the Viper. I'm not asking for much. I'm a simple guy with some simple and lighthearted wishes, that I want fulfilled. One of my wishes, one of the things that I really want to see before I retire as a wrestling, I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, but the one thing I want to see in my lifetime, just one more time, is that bald Randy Orton, right? That Randy Orton who was the devil himself. That Randy Orton that we saw in 2009 at Breaking Point, especially against John Cena. I don't know if you watched that match, John Cena versus Randy Orton, the I Quit match. Randy Orton just pushing Cena to his limits with the kendo stick, handcuffing him, hanging him off the ring post, just pushing him to the extreme here. Randy Orton versus John Cena, I Quit was incredible. Randy Orton versus John Cena, the last man standing match at Bragging Rights was incredible. I want to see that Randy Orton just one more time. That evil, vicious Orton just one more time. Hopefully we do. That is Orton that I'm really itching for, right? I love that Orton. I think that was the best version of Randy Orton that we've seen over the years. Let me know if anybody here agrees with me, but I feel like that Randy Orton, one more time, just one more time, in this era right now with all these stars at the moment, he's going to destroy the roster. He's going to destroy everybody. He will even destroy Roman Reigns. That Randy Orton, if he comes back, Yeah, hell's going down for sure. And David here, good to see you, brother. Welcome. We missed you, David. Welcome back. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And he says, AJ, I heard Ricky said you missed me. Of course we did, David. Welcome, welcome. And True says, I still call him the creepy bastard, Sam Shaw. True. Oh dear. AJ, your thoughts on pranksters, MJF? When is it? So, it's interesting you actually mentioned that. So, I believe that tonight, was it tonight, that MJF was supposed to be on that show. What is that show called? Is it called The Pranksters? Whatever it is. These guys actually... Wait, it's not called The Pranksters, it's called something else. Well, Impractical Jokers, yeah, Impractical Jokers. So, MJF is gonna be on Impractical Jokers. I think tonight was the night when that episode was gonna premiere. But it's gonna be MJF, it's gonna be the singer Kesha, and the Impractical Jokers in a single episode. So check it out. Check it out. I think it's gonna be good. MJF in a comedy act should be funny. Let's see, AJ. I miss my little hornswoggle bastard. All right, Toads. Okay. All right. Yeah, hornswoggle's funny. I need some water. 1 second. All right. With that being said, we're back here from commercial. Johnny Gargano in the ring. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big Johnny Gargano fan. I was a big Finn Balor fan, but you know, I think he's fallen off the map lately. Not the biggest fan of either of these guys, but for Johnny Gargano especially, I am not a fan. Never have been a fan of Gargano. And here we are one more time. Dexter Lumis keeping a very close eye on this whole thing. Yep. Kick to Finn Balor, throwing him to the outside. So, are we going to be ending this match on a serious note, a clean victory, or is somebody going to be interfering? Let's see. Let's see. Clay Bailey is at my house tonight. She only likes win. Ho ho ho, James. James. Oh, you know what? That's the real heel right here in the house. James has won tonight with that comment. Bro, man, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. That's right, Ricky. Your brother David is here. Always a party to see the brothers in the house, Ricky and David. And Randy returns and punts Cody. You know what I'm talking about, Andy. You know what I'm talking about. Honestly, that's such a brilliant idea. That evil version of Randy Orton returning and punting Cody Rhodes is going to be the most beautiful thing. And bring back the punt, right? I know that the punt was banned, then it was unbanned, it was banned again, then it was unbanned, and then it was made into a joke. Like that punt used to take people out for months. I'm not kidding. It used to take people, like, you know it. If Randy Orton punts somebody, they're off TV for good. Like, he punted Triple H, he was off TV for weeks. Shane McMahon out for 2 months. That's how it used to go with Randy Orton and his punt. But then later on, when it was unbanned, he used to punt somebody, and they used to get up in, like, what? 30 seconds. And it was like, what was the point of the whole punt anymore? Why even punt, you know? So hopefully, they actually make the punt wishes again. And the punt actually is like a fatality move once again. And yeah, I get to see that Randy Orton one more time. I really hope we do. I really hope so. All right. Anyways, I think I saw a comment on Mario. I was just about to pick it up, but that comment disappeared. All right. Anyways, yeah, Mario, by the way, I'm not sure what that comment was, but Mario's film is coming out, and I'm curious to see it. And once again, Johnny Gargano, like a wrecking ball, goes down right there on Dominic, and the people are having fun. They're having a great time. Wait a second. Rhea's not happy. Damien's not happy. Finn Balor taking advantage of the obvious distraction. Stomp to the chest of Gargano. Gargano's down right now. Gary says, games that was cold but funny. Once again, there you go. Gargano's sent right there to the turnbuckle. Does Theory beat down the GOAT, Cena, tonight? I love the use of emoji right there, Run DMG. With that being said, the part-timer, Edge, is here. And I think we all saw it coming, right? We were talking about this earlier. Of course, Edge is here. Of course, we're going to be setting up a match. You know, Edge versus Finn Balor, WrestleMania. It's happening. So, if it was not obvious already, Edge did not make his appearance from the stage, but instead from behind, a blindsiding Finn Balor. The referee did not see it. He pushed him off the top turnbuckle. Johnny Gargano is going to take advantage, capitalize on the situation, and get the victory. That is what's going to be happening, if it wasn't obvious enough. Anyways, here we are, Finn Balor. That's it. With that being said, Gargano picks up the victory, thanks to the rated R superstar Edge. Alright, so, speaking of Edge, guys, there's been a little bit of a chirp on social media regarding Edge's retirement. people are predicting that he's going to retire post SummerSlam. He's going to retire on SmackDown post SummerSlam this year. Do you see it coming? Do you think Edge is going to retire from in-ring action now for good? Let me know what you think. But Run DMG, once again, to answer your question, does Theory beat down the GOAT John Cena? I hope so. I really certainly hope that it happens because, I think it should happen. You know, he probably should make a statement tonight. It could happen. You know, he could actually beat down John Cena. Yeah, I see it happening. Anybody else here sees it happening, or do you think it's just going to be a nice face-off, right? A nice, polite, professional, and clean face-off with no physicality involved. Let us know what you think about John Cena and Austin Theory meeting tonight in the middle of the ring. And David, once again, great to see you. Kesha still hot, says Andy. I used to love Kesha's songs back in the day. You know, I think I grew out of them. I don't listen to them anymore. You know, I don't think a lot of people would actually, admit this kind of stuff. But back in the day, I used to listen to some very cringy music, and I cannot believe that I used to listen to it back in the day. I used to listen to Kesha. That's okay, I guess. Pitbull, I still do sometimes. Weekend is fine. I still listen to The Weekend. But the cringy music that I was talking about was Iggy Azalea. I can't believe I used to listen to Iggy. Sometimes even Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I used to listen to Flo Rida, a lot of Flo Rida. I cannot believe it. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have listened to. I used to listen to back in the day. And when I'm talking about back in the day, I'm talking about 4, 5, 6 years ago. Yeah, I cannot believe that I used to listen to Iggy Azalea. Ridiculous. Yeah. Do not tell that to anybody, guys. Do not. We got Tony in the house. Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. And we missed you, by the way, last night for Revolution. Hope you're doing well, Tony. Hope you're doing well. And True says Hell in a Cell match. Hell in a Cell would be great. I think that will be... we haven't seen a Hell in a Cell match, by the way, at WrestleMania ever since 28... No, wait, we did. We did see a Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shane McMahon. But we haven't seen one ever since then, right? So, if I'm not wrong, we have not seen a Hell in a Cell match at Mania in 6 years. So that's gotta be special. That should be good. Theory should bash John Cena's bloody with the US title. Show his time is now. Now, to really involve blood in the segment would be crazy. And would be like cherry on top of the cake. I'm not sure if it's what Moxley did to me last night, but for me, just to hear the word blood in the ring, yeah, it gets me going. And I was not the same way until last night. Last night did something to me. I think I'm still, in the hangover of Revolution. That's why blood just turns me on in the ring. But, I feel like blood, being involved in this John Cena Austin Theory segment would just, would be a blessing to this whole thing. So, yeah. Probably should happen, Ron DMG. I agree with that. I couldn't believe Cody had went all in on Roman. That's right, Tony. All in indeed. I was at McDonald's earlier, AJ. Their new vegan burgers are excellent. Perfect. That's crazy, Jonathan. That's good to hear. Because, when I was in the US, and I used to go to McDonald's with my friends, which was very rare, but every time I did go there, all that I could actually eat was my French fries and drink some soda or some of that Oreo shake I think they used to serve, but that's it. So it's good to know that they actually have vegan burgers option now. That is good. The only burger spot that I could go to back then was I can't even recall the name. One second. I'll actually tell you guys because I used to love that spot. 1 second. So sure. My memory is so terrible, I can barely recall. Bubba Gum Shrimp, there you go, that's right. So, Bubba Gum Shrimp was my favorite spot because of the food that they served, right? It was great it was like perfect place for me. Not only was it hip, they served good food, but it was a perfect spot for both vegetarians and non-vegetarians. It's actually known for they are actually well known for their shrimps, but they also serve good vegan and vegetarian food. That is burgers. So I used to go there. And this place is actually, I'll show it to you right now. It's actually located in Times Square. So whenever you go to Times Square, you'll see this signboard. And that's Bubba Gum Shrimp. I used to love this place, and if you ever go to New York, you know, you have to visit Bubba Gump. Great place. I love it. The whole experience is great. And this is not a sponsored message. It's just, you know, I used to love this place. Anyways, let's see. Cody will win, says Sure. Yep, he will. I think it's a no-brainer. Cody will win. He will defeat Roman Reigns, and that's why I want Roman to win, because I can only imagine the outrage. Yeah, it's gotta be a big outrage, and I want to see it. But for sure, 100%, Cody will win. Yeah. Tom Hanks will be very proud of you. That's right. Speaking of Tom Hanks, they've got the same exact bench that you see in the film Forrest Gump. They've got the same exact bench from the movie in this restaurant. So yeah, Tom Hanks would really be proud of me. You're right, Andy. I love that. I have to try that. I eat fish, but I don't eat meat. Jonathan, you should try it. By the way, one time, my friends, and you know, these guys are really good people. And they took me to a restaurant and they made me try shrimp, yeah, because they know that I'm like strictly a vegetarian, and they were like, shrimp's nothing, it's like egg. Yeah, they kind of tricked me into it. I did not even know what shrimp was back in the day. Very young, right? So they're like, it's like egg, it's nothing, you can just have shrimp, it's okay, it's actually tasty. You wouldn't even feel like you're eating meat. And I'm like, all right, fine, let's try shrimp. And I tried it. It was the most ridiculous thing. It still has me traumatized by the way. The way it's so squishy, and so I can't even go into the details without cringing. It was ridiculous. I wanted to throw up. But yeah, that was the last and the first time I ever had shrimp, and never turning back, never looking back at it, never. Let's see though. I love how our conversation can really take off, and we can go from talking about this idiot Logan Paul to talking about bubblegum shrimp or anything, and that's what friends do, right? And that's why I call it a family. We're not just here to watch wrestling and have a watch-along like any other streamers or watch-along wrestling watch-alongs do. We are here to have a conversation, a friendly conversation with the family. We're hanging out here, so I love that. And let's see, Cody looks like he has a winning streak, so I pick him undefeated, says Toads. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna continue that winning streak. He's gotta be champion at Mania. I think all directions are headed to that way. If you look at the whole booking, right, I think that WrestleMania 39, by the way, AEW, there you go, James. But by the way, this pay-per-view that's coming up, I think it's going to be the downfall of this whole tree. That is the family of Roman and the Usos and Solo and Paul Heyman. I'm not going to say the faction's name, James, there we go. But yeah, I think they're going to fall down hard. Usos are going to be dropping their titles. Roman Reigns going to drop their title. That whole, you know, I guess the whole castle is going to fall down. It's going to fall down hard at Mania. So we shall see. But I think it's going to be the fall of the whole family. Gary says, does anybody know if Nikki Cross's husband is in NWA? Really? I'm not sure. Is he? What's her husband's name? Please help us out, guys, if anybody knows. Tiki Nikki. All right. True here. I guess we'll have some big old eyes for Nikki Cross when she comes out. AJ, the Bella Twins were Brooklyn Jerker. Good to see you, by the way. We missed you at Revolution, brother, but Bella Twins were there, and of course Brie Bella was there to support her husband, which is pretty damn good. That's right. Love it, Toads. Thank you for that. Jonathan says, does anybody know why Snoop Dogg is on the WrestleMania preview? You know, isn't he already a Hall of Famer? But yes, Snoop Dogg is on there. Snoop Dogg actually made his way on the cover of WrestleMania, so the official poster of Mania, Snoop Dogg's in it. Now, he doesn't have a match. He's already a Hall of Famer, so what? Wow. Okay. Alright. King and Queen of the Ring, a pay-per-view, is coming to Saudi Arabia. Saturday, May 27th, live from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be the Queen and King of the Ring. Wow. Alright. And I like how the colors, you know, for that pay-per-view basically are like WrestleMania colors. That's pretty interesting. And here we are with Edge and Byron Saxton. All right. So Finn Balor basically has been called out by Edge. He says, next week I'm going to be in the middle of the ring. I'm calling you out. So I guess next week we're going to make the WrestleMania match official. And here we are. Nikki Cross wearing that raw color, bright red jacket. Nikki Cross looking good. And True says Snoop will do something for WWE, then appear in AEW again. You know, that's what I love about Snoop Dogg. He keeps it real. You know, he doesn't hide the fact that he's got to go where the money is, right? So he loves wrestling. He loves entertaining. He loves being out there. And it's for sure, right? He's going to do something for the WWE. And then tomorrow, he's going to be there for AEW. So he is like that. He's cool. He's a Snoop Doggy Doggy Dog. I love him. That's right. He's awesome. I'm not going to watch it, Gary, when that happens. Wait a second. What's Gary said? Gary says, I can't get into King of the Ring after the disrespected Xavier Woods. Oh, I know. Now, Gary, I know all about that, right? I feel like with Xavier Woods, it's ridiculous because they could have done so much. By the way, James, AEW. James, that's worse than eating green pepper, actually. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so Snoop Dogg, where were we? Xavier Woods. I feel like they could have done so much with him being the king of the ring. I was imagining when he won the championship, and especially when he lost the crown, I felt that they were gonna introduce like a Lego-made crown made up of Legos or something, and he was gonna be like a king, you know, and he was gonna be able to appeal to all the younger generation of fans with his Lego crown and all the stuff that he can do. You know, all those games, like animes and all that stuff, the Zeldas and what else is there? Final Fantasy and stuff. He could have brought so much into this whole, you know, his whole reign as the king with those games and, you know, transition that into wrestling. But he did not. It was a missed opportunity. I felt like it was just awful. So, yeah, I cannot care about King or Queen of the Ring either because they never live up to the hype. I think the last genuine king that we had, yeah, right, coming out of this tournament was Booker T. Really, like I still call him King Booker because of how good he was. So I feel like after that, there really has not been any genuine king coming out of this tournament. Same stands for the Queen. Zelina Vega was awful. And it was funny because, you know, Xavier was done being the king, but Zelina was still coming out as a queen. So there wasn't like any time, you know, a time frame for how long can you be a king or a queen. I mean, you just could be a king or a queen for as long as you wanted to be, and it was ridiculous. It just made no sense. And Film Nation, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the show tonight. Once again, Nikki Cross going after the Piper. By the way, I've not seen any big old eyes here for either Nikki or Piper. Alright, any big old eyes coming up? Let's see. Once again, going for the cover on Nikki Cross, and that's right. With that being said, Piper and Van, very quick match, very snappy, picks up the victory, and we're still sticking, I guess, with that one match per 30 minutes thing. I think so. Brooklyn Joker says, AG, the only reason why I was not on the stream yesterday is because I was at Revolution. Holy crap! So we had Run DMG and we had Brooklyn Joker at Revolution last night. That is awesome. Did you meet? Did you? Oh, I wish you guys knew each other, or you know, that we had this conversation earlier. You could have actually met there. But I hope that you had a great time, brother. And here we are with Rick Boogs and Elias. It doesn't get any more mid than this, guys. Elias and Rick Boogs in the same frame, same time. Yep. If there's anybody who's really truly deserved a spot in this year's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, it's Rick Boogs and Elias. Really, they've done nothing. And you know, Rick Boogs is still fine. He was injured, but Elias, he has deserved himself a spot in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and that is without a doubt on Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah. Wasn't Wade Barrett King of the Ring at some point? He was, that's right, King Barrett. He was still okay. Wade Barrett was also not too shabby. You're right, Gary, not too shabby. The best ever king was the handsome Harley Race. Hands down, Andy, no doubt about it. Indeed, the real king. I can agree with that, and here we are. Jonah. Yeah, still call him Jonah. You know, honestly, it blows my mind, right? I would have actually liked a match between Jonah and Omos, rather than Brock Lesnar and Omos. I would have liked, honestly, give me Jonah, Omos, and Brock Lesnar, triple threat. I would have liked it a lot better than just Omos and Lesnar. Omos versus Lesnar is flat. Give me Jonah, Omos, and Lesnar together. That will be something. Jonah has personality. He can rock a suit. He can rock... Oh dear, up next is John Cena. Alright, coming up soon. John Cena is up next. Interesting. So in the middle of the show, so in the second hour of the show here, very interesting. John Cena is coming up next. I thought they were gonna keep this for the last part of the show, but no, he's coming up next. So let's see what John Cena has in store for us tonight. Very mid-sister, that's right, very, very mid indeed. Rick Boogs has his figure out. It looks ridiculous. I agree. He has to figure it out. He has to put on a different attire or something, but it's not working out for him. Joker and Run DMG are the goats, says Toads. I like that. I've just checked. They have a Bubba Gump's restaurant in Santa Monica. All right. We'll have to take the wife there at the weekend. That's awesome, Jonathan. I'll give you another hint here, right? Don't go for the adult beverages. Go for something like, I think they have milkshakes, or I don't even know, slushies. I think they have slushies out there. Yeah, I think they have slushies. Go for those because they come, even sodas, yeah. Any beverage that's not alcohol, basically, it comes with a glowing cup. And you get to take that glowing cup home. I still have like 3 of those. They glow and they have different colored lights. And you can take them home, yeah. You know, they come free with the drink. So get yourself a soda or an Oreo shake or whatever the heck you want, and you get a glowing bubblegum cup, and it's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, that's another cheat code, I guess. And Brooklyn Joker says Elias and Rick Boogs are as a tag team. It's a super mid tag team. It doesn't get any more mid than that. Moxley was a bloody mess. You're right, Toads. Absolutely bloody. Macho King was better. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, we can all argue, right? Harley Race, Macho King, the legends, and it's the whole tournament has fallen hard so badly that now we've come down to the point that King and Queen of the Ring is just absolutely, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's not relevant. It doesn't guarantee you anything. It doesn't really take your career anywhere. It just really does not. I really hope that this time they do something different, and anybody who wins the King or the Queen of the Ring actually gets to do something. It actually helps their career. It actually takes them somewhere. Because so far, you know, lately it's been lackluster. It's not giving them anything. There's no perks to it. Why go through the entire tournament only to have a crown that's gonna last a few weeks? Why do all of that and be turned into a joke? Every single king that's been crowned as a king lately has been turned into a joke, right? King Barrett, King Xavier Woods, who else has been king? Every single king that's been crowned king lately has been a joke. King Carbon, for God's sake, a joke. So let's not make this a joke and let's make it serious. Let's maybe give them a championship opportunity, right? So hopefully they treat the king or the queen right. Otherwise, they're not fit to be called king or queens. Cena's working an angle with Theory. Cena is far from broke. Yeah, right, true. And also, John Cena it's been mentioned that John Cena sees the future in Austin Theory. And so it's the same way for the executives backstage. They see Austin Theory as a future, and that's why Cena is invested into this angle. He's excited about it, about working with Austin Theory. He wants to pass the torch to Theory because he sees him genuinely as the future. I feel, to be honest, by the way, Becky G is good. Who's Becky G? Anyway, anybody here knows Becky G? Because I don't. I mean, I really have not seen her before. I'm reading this name for the first time. I only know about Becky L. I don't know Becky G. Does anybody know Becky G? Because she is going to be singing America the Beautiful at this upcoming pay-per-view. James, I'm not going to say the name. And I can see James here with a series of AEW chants. And here we are, guys. It is John Cena. That's right. And he's still rocking the same old black 20-year shirt. That's good to know. Doesn't have another piece of merchandise to sell here. Same old one. Cena. Oh, he's actually breaking down into tears. Look at that. And actually, that looks like genuine emotions oozing out of Cena. This guy. He's feeling the love. Wow. Wow, I'm actually surprised. You know, I was hoping and expecting him to acknowledge the cameraman Stu. I'm not sure, was Stu not the cameraman tonight? Because every time he comes out, he's like, let's go, Stu. Let's get to work, Stu. Welcome back, Stu. But yeah, no Stu tonight. Alright, I guess Stu was not the cameraman, but it's good to see John Cena. The energy that he really, you know, is contagious. John Cena's energy is contagious. You see it, you feel it through the screens. That's John Cena for you. I mean, this guy is a once-in-a-lifetime superstar, and there's no doubt about it. No doubt at all. That's right. Tony says the champ is here. Absolutely is. Another big joke is the Honor of the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Without a doubt, Gary. It's sad, but it's a big joke. And it's kind of an insult to the Honor of the Giant's legacy, indeed. You know, you take the name of Honor of the Giant, but you make the match into a joke. That's not doing him any favors, or his life any favors, or his legacy any favors. And we got Laddie Gamer PS5. Have I pre-ordered the game? I have not yet. Have you pre-ordered the game? Let me know. Let me know. And here we are. Of course, they're not gonna keep it away from us for any longer. Austin Theory comes out. Wow. And he's got some bright yellow shoes. That's screaming Logan Paul right here. But Austin Theory coming out right now with the U.S. Championship. The championship that means a lot to John Cena himself. This is great. Wow. They're not gonna let Cena talk, you know, do some talking, get drained with the emotions and whatnot. They're actually getting down and dirty with business. Austin Theory, John Cena, meeting face to face for the first time, I guess, in the ring. So this is great. And that's right, Gary says, Cena sucks. Yes, he does. Cena's jorts have shrunk. They have. True. I just realized that after you commented, they have really shrunk. You can actually see all of his knee pads, not just the half, but all of the knee pads. Yep, that's right. I'm switching the TV off until Cena's done talking. Jonathan, the insult to John Cena. Wow, I thought everybody loved Cena. What is happening? Becky G's a singer, but is she a famous singer? Anybody knows of Becky G or have listened to her? Let me know. You know, good for Austin Theory to actually get the beard, because I feel like the beard is doing him a lot of favors. Without the beard, he looked like a kid. Immature and just unnecessary. With the beard, it really has made a world of difference. At least for me, I think Theory looks a lot better with the beard. Good for him. Yeah. Because of John Cena. That's right, so he did. So he saw John Cena as an inspiration. There you go. Wow. I think a lot of people can agree with that. He inspired a lot of people, including myself. I used to love John Cena. I still do, but as a kid, I had every single shirt. You know, I used to really scribble "hustle love to respect" on my desk of my school every single time I used to go to school. It was scribbled all over the desk, the walls, the books, everywhere. I used to love John Cena. Yeah. Of course, the fans cannot have enough with the Cena chants going wild right now. Ronda says Cena carried the WWE for over a decade, without a doubt, brother. And still, when he comes around, people, you know, welcome him with open arms, except for Jonathan. Jonathan does not. Wow. You know what? They're not even hiding it. They're not beating around the bush quite like Logan Paul did so awfully. Austin Theory is just saying exactly what he wants. He wants John Cena versus Austin Theory at WrestleMania for the U.S. Championship. That's what everybody wants. That's what Austin Theory wants. And they're not beating around the bush here. They're not trying to, you know, make it appear like it just happened. Wow. John Cena says no. Crazy. He says no once again. Toads, I see you, brother. That's right. No negative comments indeed. That's right. Wow. That's exactly how I feel about Bray Wyatt. But here he is, John Cena saying we do not care about Austin Theory. That's exactly how I feel about Bray Wyatt, about Logan Paul. Yep. And that's exactly how I feel about Bray Wyatt and Logan Paul. We don't need them. Wow. I feel personally attacked right now. What does he mean? Sunglasses indoors. Is that a crime? I feel attacked. And John Cena saw the fan sign that says Austin Theory is a John Cena wannabe. That is so funny. That's the special thing about John Cena. He acknowledges the fans, their signs, what they do, and takes the moment to appreciate them. And that's special about Cena. Nobody else does that. So awesome. And James says Cena is so fake. I can see some negative comments about Cena. I'm surprised, guys. I'm surprised. Wow. And Toad's here acknowledging John Cena as a communist. He's calling John Cena Xena, that is Cena with an X. I see Toads, lots of negative comments about John Cena. Andy's saying he never inspired me. Gosh, guys, we are like polar opposites here when it comes to John Cena. You guys do not like him. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. I thought everybody liked Cena. John Cena's last match, Ric Flair's last match. Then the WWE rolled them out a few years later again. That's right, Jonathan. That is what they do. Yep. You know what Kurt Angle said on my podcast, right? These guys, they never retire. They come back. They keep coming back for more, and that's it. That's right. That is so funny. Gary says, you notice how John Cena is keeping his hat on? And Andy says that is because he's balding. And that's funny and sad at the same time. He actually got a hair transplant I feel like it was like 2 or 3 years ago he got a hair transplant, and still it feels like the transplant is not working. He probably will have to go in for another one. All right. Wow. John Cena really has no love for Austin Theory. He tells him that in theory people should be here to see you, but in reality nobody cares. So Boston wants to give him a gift, that is that he should turn around, shut up, and just walk to the back. Cena wants nothing to do with Austin Theory. Austin Theory is left speechless, and the fans are loving it. That is something. If someone in NXT or in Raw poster, I'd be disgusted with John Cena versus Theory at WrestleMania. Oh, I see. So Jonathan also. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, Gary will be happy. Andy will be happy. Austin Theory says, I'm not going anywhere, just like the bald spot on your head is not going anywhere. John Cena takes off the hat to acknowledge that little bald spot. That is funny. It's pretty good. Alright. Austin Theory trying to get into the head of John Cena right here. Roman, thank you for that. Really appreciate you, my brother. Ricky reminding me of the time that I had to rap John Cena's song on Twitch. We probably should do it again, Ricky, but you know, Twitch was kinder when it came to copyrights. YouTube is not kind, so we'll have to be careful if we want to do a Rapamania here, I guess. But just like Jonathan says, if I'm somebody in NXT or in the Raw roster, I would be disgusted if John Cena gets to wrestle Austin Theory at WrestleMania. So I guess you're right, Jonathan, brother. If it weren't for Stephanie McMahon, we wouldn't have John Cena. It's true. Or Kurt Angle, I guess, right? Oh dear, they're getting personal right here. John Cena says, I would rather be bald than pipe in fake crowd noises because people do not care. So we are actually mixing reality with kayfabe here, right? This is quite real. The bald spot is real. The piped in fake chants are real. Thanks for the Thunderdome. And you know, it stuck around, and it's truth. It's the truth about reality TV. They pipe in the fake crowd noises. It's true. Give me Theory versus Grayson Waller for a US belt. That's actually money, says Andy. I agree with that. Grayson Waller actually would be great. But again, Grayson Waller at WrestleMania wouldn't make any sense, guys, because nobody knows Grayson Waller on the main roster. I'm talking about the casual fans who do not watch NXT. They don't know Grayson Waller. They have not been introduced to the greatness of Waller just yet. So still time for that. But again, Grayson Waller on the main roster has got to be money. And Grayson Waller versus the likes of Austin Theory versus the likes of The Miz is going to be incredible. I cannot wait for Waller actually to be on the main roster. It's going to be good. It seems like his family is actually right here. Is his wife also here? Probably is. That's how you book a match, right? You ask the fans. Of course the fans are going to cheer him on. His fans are going to cheer him on. This is how he wins the audience over, right? Yep. Everybody making some noise for Austin Theory versus John Cena. John Cena made it so happen that nobody would be against this match. He's asking people to cheer them on, to make this match happen, and to make it appear that they did not book the match, the fans booked the match. And yep, the fans were indeed booking the match. Yeah, that's how you win people over. Cena, the manipulator, right? Oh, this guy is something. AJ eat the chili. Toads, you have to win the predictions championship to make me eat the chili. That's right. That's right, so we're getting an Austin Theory, John Cena WrestleMania. The match is official. Let's be honest, Austin Theory is a bank average wrestler. That is true. Alright, let's see what happens. Cena, Austin Theory, US title, WrestleMania. I don't think that John Cena is going to win, to be honest, because he's not going to be a champion, correct? He's not going to stick around post-Mania, so for him to be the US champion would make no sense. So he's not going to win. I don't think so. Alright, let's wheel out Goldberg next. Can also bring back Hulk Hogan and the Big Show, says Jonathan. Jonathan is so mad. So mad. Twitch had so many problems with that app, says Jonathan. But thank you for being there on Twitch, brother. That whole ride on Twitch was memorable. But I know a lot of people had problems. Some people actually had problems signing up on that app. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. John Cena introducing Cody Rhodes. It's definitely something. Not tap. That's right, sir. That is right. And they hug it out. Wow. Good for him. Getting that big up from John Cena, Cody Rhodes has to be going to a whole new level now. Earning the respect of John Cena in public. John Cena giving him the props, introducing him to the fans. That is, that's something. What an elite move by John Cena. That's right, Tony. That is correct. Cena always makes a statement one way or the other, and the way that he set up this match against Austin Theory is a thing of beauty and something that not everybody can achieve, right? Just compare. Just compare the way Logan Paul set up his match against Seth Rollins and compare that to how John Cena set up his match against Austin Theory, right? Both of the matches, people not really into, some people into Cena Theory, but some people not really into it. But the way that Cena set it up, having the audience cheer them on and having the audience cheer for the match, make it happen, make it official, was a thing of beauty. And again, a quality that John Cena possesses, but not a lot of people possess, especially not Logan Paul. John Cena is a class act, that's for sure. But rather, here we are with Sami Zayn and Kathy Kelly. Sweet. Oh my gosh, I just got sued by this stupid Chad Gable. Did not see that coming. Why was my television not on mute? And here he is, this idiot, Chad Gable. Look at his face. Bro, man, you gotta stop. But look at Chad Gable. Look at his face. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I'm super glad they actually panned the camera out of and away from Chad Gable and notice, so we did not get to see that kiss. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, no kisses tonight for Otis. At least not from Chad Gable, which is great. Anyways, this should be a good match coming up next. It's going to be Chad Gable versus Baron Corbin. A match which is apparently booked by Maxine Dupree. So we shall see. Oh no, there's no real complaints about tonight's show, says Gary. That's nice. That is good. Can I watch the Thea Hale instead of Chad Gable? I wish, Tony. I wish. Thea Hale, by the way, so good. How is she doing? Guys who are watching NXT these days, how is Thea Hale doing in the whole academy, right? How is she doing? Is she doing well in her studies? Is she getting good grades? Is she on her way to the main roster? How's she doing? Let us know. Chad Gable and Logan Paul is one Raw is amazing. Oh, wow. Toads is loving it. Now, show Logan Paul and Chad Gable, literally the two people I hated tonight, right? And I absolutely do not like, and I feel like are the worst part of tonight's show. And it seems like Toads is loving those two. So polar opposites here, Toads. Polar opposites. No sush, please. Exactly, Ricky. Exactly. No sush at all. Yeah. And Gary says, Andy, look at Otis at 35 years and a full set of hair. That's me. Gary. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a lot more attractive, a lot better than Otis. And, you probably have a lot more girls falling for you than, Otis. Otis has got a lot, but for you, I'm pretty sure you're way better than him. That's right. And Sexy Maxine says, Andy. Yeah, Andy has got a lot of love for Maxine, and so does Ricky, I believe. Well, yeah. That's that. But it's surprising that her brother actually just left her, right, to hang out with the boys, to hang out with the likes of Otis, and he doesn't care about her anymore. It's sad. It's sad. What a stupid and evil brother that is. I wish Matt Riddle was on Raw tonight. I miss him, says Toads. Toads, what are you talking about? You're that's like an anti AJ, I don't know, opinion. That's like you're biased against all the people that I am biased against, right? You're biased towards them. Matt Riddle, you talk about Logan Paul, you talk about Chad Gable. I hate these guys. It seems like you've got a liking for them. So Toads, what is going on? That's right, Ricky. That's a very long sush. You've got to stop sushing me, Ricky. You got to stop sushing me now. Jonathan says, I'd rather have two talents from NXT fight than watch Logan Paul and Cena fight. I'm okay with the John Cena fight, Jonathan. Just like I said, used to be a big John Cena fan, and I feel like I'm intrigued about this Cena and Theory match. It has me intrigued. But Logan Paul, by the way, I don't even know why this photo of Logan Paul is still up here. I should remove it. But Logan Paul, no, I can't. Absolutely not looking forward to it. Absolutely not. Let's see, Ricky loved that. That's right. Otis had a girlfriend. Mandy Rose didn't. Oh, that's right. I see. So you're saying that Otis had a girlfriend in Mandy Rose. I did not. Gary, what they say. Good things take time, and you probably are going to be having somebody better than Mandy, I guess. Or you probably have already somebody better than Mandy, Gary. Somebody who generally loves you. We got Moons in the house. Moons, it's been a very long time, my brother. Wow. It has been a very long time. How are you doing? Good to see you. Matt Riddle was in UFC. He was good in UFC. He was. But in WWE, especially, ever since the RK Bro came into existence, I haven't been able to tolerate him at all. A few days ago, it was my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Moons. Hope you're doing well. And are you ready for 2K23, brother? Stevie Turner. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So good. By the way, talking about Stevie Turner, I have to go back to the question of Becky G. Has anybody heard of Becky G? Is anybody a Becky G fan? Has anybody listened to her songs before? Because I have not. Let me know if you have. Let me know. And Sonya Deville is engaged. Thank you for that, Toads, once again. And Sonya Deville is engaged. That's good to know. The last time we checked, I actually heard about Sonya Deville was when she was arrested for unlawfully, having a weapon. But previous experience with a crazy fan. Somebody broke into her house. That's why she had a weapon on her, for her safety. So that's that. But it's congratulations to Sonya Deville. She's being engaged. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I have been going through some personal things in life, says Moons22. But recently I got it all sorted, so I'm back for good. That's awesome, Moons. And I'm sorry that you had to go through some tough times, it seems, but I'm glad that things are sorted out and they're working out better for you now. It's good to have you back. Welcome back. And now you can enjoy wrestling in 2K23 once again, my man. That's right. The War Games match. I love that. By the way, here we are with Baron Corbin dominating this match. Chad Gable really getting beaten up right now. Yes, I've heard of Becky G. She's actress and singer, says Andy. Okay, all right. I'm hearing Becky G's songs. I love her songs, says Ricky. So she's well known, it seems. Okay, all right. Moons 22, I feel... I have to say, the weekend, this is like the fourth time in a row. This started with WrestleMania 36, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 36. So 36, 37, 38, 39. This is the fourth WrestleMania consecutively that they have a weekend song as their main official theme song. So I feel that we need the weekend to perform live at WrestleMania. They should make it happen, Becky G or people like her are okay, but give us the weekend. How are they going to give us a weekend song for the fourth year in a row and not give us a live performance by the weekend at WrestleMania? It should happen. We should be seeing the weekend live at Mania. By the way, a nice German suplex here from Chad Gable to Baron Corbin, and down he goes. Love that. Love that. Love that, Pete Toads. James says WrestleMania. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. AEW. 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 You got it. You got it, brother. You got it. As a member of the Full Figure Society, we can always use a male model like Otis. That's right. That's right, Gary. No, it's important, It's important for sure. And here we are, Chad Gable now one more time with the ankle lock locked in on Baron Corbin. Oh dear, and Baron Corbin taps out real quick. Now, what's the deal with Baron Corbin? Are they trying to turn him into Dolph Ziggler 2.0, or what is happening with him? He gets interviewed, but the interviewer stops interviewing him midway because they have something more important to do. Baron Corbin is being neglected. He's been turn into a joke. He is taking beatings. He is getting pinned clean by the likes of Chad Gable. What are they planning for Baron Corbin, right? Are they punishing him for something that he did backstage? What is up with this guy? Because he's taking a lot of beatings. And from it, that's right, 27th May is when WWE is actually going back to Saudi Arabia with the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. And so I guess that's good, because they're kind of stepping away from the whole crown jewel name, and that name got boring very quickly. So a new name, a new logo, is definitely a welcoming move. At least I welcome it. All right. And Broman says, damn, Corbin fell off hard. He did very, very hard, brother. I kind of feel bad about him, but also, considering all the stuff that he is known for backstage, I don't really feel bad. He deserves it. The weekend performing at Mania would be nice, like how the Super Bowl halftime show. It could be exactly, Moons, exactly what I'm saying. WrestleMania is a long night, and it's awful that they've actually turned it into a 2-night show, because one night of Mania is so much better in my opinion, right? One night of Mania, a long day with the halftime show, such as the weekend show, is what it should be like, right? I understand that Nick Khan loves money. Everybody does. And they think 2-night is commercially way more successful than 1 night only. But, a nice 1-night show with the halftime show is what I'm itching for. And just like you said, something like a Super Bowl halftime show, it is going to attract even more people into wrestling. A lot of people tune into Super Bowl just for the halftime shows. So WrestleMania could be that event as well. They should do something like that. They really should. I really hope they do one day. And Kenneth, I hate you for that. Yeah. Alright, fine. AEW. That comment was literally just made to make me chant AEW. I see you, Kenneth. I see you. Ricky, much love to you. That's right. You understand that. Lots of AEW tonight. Alright, so we're going to be hearing from new women's champion. The women's tag team champions that are Becky Lynch and Lita. They're going to be here up next, and they're going to be talking to the fans. So let's see, what do they have in store for us at WrestleMania? Alright, love that, Andy. Love it. Baron Corbin should get released to go to AEW. Oh my gosh. That's right, Toads. That's right. Probably should. And here we are. SmackDown. Of course, we know that Jey Uso has been giving an ultimatum. He has to take care of all the problem and get Jey back, and also take care of Sami Zayn. Otherwise, Roman Reigns will be blaming Jimmy for all the problems. So we shall see what happens. Who remembers when Baron Corbin won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and he was once a U.S. champion for a few months until he lost to Dolph Ziggler? I remember that. But back then, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal still kind of meant something. I think it was after Baron won it that it actually lost its relevancy, I think. Because after that, really, it lost its relevancy to the point that now nobody cares about it. And this year, I'm sure it's going to be the same story. It's going to be on SmackDown, not at WrestleMania, but on SmackDown. And it's just going to be a match that nobody would care about. Once again, I feel like it's an insult to Andre the Giant, because such a legend, he's such a legend, and they're kind of ruining his legacy by naming an awful match, an absolutely irrelevant match like that after him. It's an insult to his legacy. We got Mr. Trump, Judd Trump here. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. Welcome to the channel. And that's right, 2 nights, says T-Toads. 2-night AEW Revolution would be nice, says Toads. I feel like all the pay-per-views should be 1 night only. 1 night only. I feel that's way better than 2 nights. 2 nights can also be exhausting. Also, I don't feel it's fair for the live audience who have to buy, tickets for 2 nights if they want to watch the whole show. Buying tickets for 1 night only is such a turnoff. If you want to go to WrestleMania, you'd want to go for both the nights, and have to buy tickets, or basically paying double to watch one show is ridiculous. I feel like 1 night is better, but of course, financially successful for the WWE, so they're gonna go with 2 nights. I hadn't watched Super Bowl halftime since Janet Jackson showed her. I see, Andy, I see. Yeah, that happened at Super Bowl, right? Also, this year's halftime, I heard, was not received well by the public because of the lip syncing that happened. So Rihanna apparently, she was lip syncing throughout the show, and a lot of people say that she was lip syncing because she's expecting a child, because she's actually pregnant. That's why she had to lip sync, and she couldn't really go out there and sing So to that I say that if that's the case, then you probably should have they should have actually had somebody else doing the halftime show. If she was not in a state of singing, and halftime show is supposed to be singing, then have somebody else. And no disrespect, she could have done it a few years later. But if she wasn't in the state of singing, probably shouldn't have, done the show. What I feel. Anyways, Trish will turn heels. That's true. Should happen. Must happen. That's right. And Moon says Becky and Lita might retain the tag team titles because we need to remember that the previous wrestlers we all watched growing up on TV are getting old. That's right. It's sad. It's sad that you say that, because when you say that, it doesn't mean that the wrestlers are the only ones getting old. It also means that we are getting old. And it's sad. We are definitely getting old. Yeah. We are. Alright. Before I get carried away, let's take a look back at the comments here. Andy says, yep, well said. Hey Jay, guess what wrestling? Oh my gosh, Kenneth. AEW. I'm guessing you guys are all happy with all the AEWs I'm have to say tonight. Alright, the Out of the Giant Battle Royal was good in earlier it was good. Now, the first two, I guess, Battle Royals were still okay. But ever since, especially, they put it on SmackDown, it's lost its relevancy, it's lost importance. It's no longer a WrestleMania match, it's a SmackDown match. So, yeah. I don't care if they call it WrestleMania SmackDown, it's still SmackDown, and not the pay-per-view. That's true. And thank you for that, Ricky. 28 likes is sweet. And no Under the Giant Battle Royal WrestleMania SmackDown. That's right. Oh my gosh. AEW. Right, two Toads. AJ, question. Do you acknowledge the Tribal Chief? I do. I think Roman Reigns is fantastic, and what he's achieved is incredible, right? It's staying at the top of the mountain for years now is incredible, without a doubt. And let's see, Rhea, absolutely incredible, gorgeous woman, says Andy. I see. All right. No jumping while pregnant or dancing, says Toads. Well, says Toad, says Andy. That's right. You got to take care of yourself. No, the Miz is not. Tony says the Miz is not Tom Cruise material. Oh, he definitely is. Definitely is. Alright, as always, WrestleMania this year is once again sponsored by Snickers and 2K23. The one best thing about WrestleMania going Hollywood is all these promos that we get to see, and hands down, the best promo that I feel that has been released so far is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins as the Joker is the best thing that we have gotten out of all the promos for WrestleMania Goes Hollywood this year. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. Kenneth says, hey, guess what? Oh my gosh, fine, alright, so AEW. I hope that you're happy, Kenneth. I hate you for that. And out comes Becky Lynch, and she looks good. So much better than Becky G is Becky Lynch. And she looks happy. She looks happy with the championship and with Lita. Look at her. God, Miz is so cringe, says Renaissance. So, it really is. And so is Logan Paul and somewhat Seth Rollins. But that whole segment, brother, right? The way they booked the match, the way they were setting it up was cringe. I cringed hard. And I'm still kind of traumatized by the whole segment. It was awful. Really awful. Something so obvious. The way Logan Paul really tried to book it or put it out there was incredibly cringe. And I can never forgive him for that. It was awful. AGB said AEW hurt. Exactly, Ricky, exactly. God have mercy on me. To tell you the truth, Saraya was a better actor than The Miz. Yeah, kinda. Anyways, here we are. The two redheads, Lita. Oh, thank you for that, my brother. Wow, that means a lot to me. Thank you, Moons. I really appreciate that. Moons says it was a very generous donation. Thank you. And he says, my first donation, AJ. Enjoy. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. This is gonna help me buy 2K23. Because honestly, after buying Harry Potter and not really playing it a lot, I don't want to buy 2K23 and spend another $120 here. It's expensive. So thank you for that, Moons. Alright, anyways. All right. These two ladies look so good together, and also I must say Becky Lynch's smile is so contagious. I mean, really, you can feel it, right? You can feel the happiness, the joy when she's smiling. She's good as a heel, but even better as a face. Becky is awesome, really, so cool. And I think I'm a big fan of Charlotte Flair, but I feel like Becky Lynch might even be better. She's better at really this relationship that she's formed with the fans here. It's easy, right? It's easy to get behind Becky Lynch. She's fantastic. And coming out here is Trish Stratus, but as you guys predicted, Trish turning heel, I think it's coming. That's the only reason she's probably coming out here right now, is that she's got to turn heel. Looking good as always. Trish Stratus, out she comes. And here we are. Moon says that AJ give you a shout out. Where did that comment go? Give me a shout out and say that Seth Rollins is the GOAT. Moon's 22. You know, I shout all of my brothers out here. Moon's, a shout out to Moon's 22. You're awesome. And that's right. Seth Rollins is the GOAT. Is the GOAT. Fingers crossed. That's right. Okay. Let's see what Trish has to say. I love the Queen of Extreme, Lita, says Tony. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Becky, no but, says True. Let's ignore that. Or it's easy to ignore that part, right? So let's ignore that part. Yeah. I like no bully buck. Becky, says Gary. I agree. I like this Becky as well. You know, as a heel, as a bully, she's good. She really lives up to the character, right? She does justice to the whole bullying stuff. But even as a face, she's so good. Like when she smiles, I smile. It sounds cringe, but it's that way. That's right. Oh, come on. Coming out here is Damage Control. The worst part about Damage Control for me is Bayley. Really. The best part is Io. The average part is Dakota Kai. But the worst part for me is Bayley. I'm not sure if anybody else agrees with me, but I don't like Bayley. Especially Damage Control. I can't. I cannot get behind her. They look great together, says Renaissance. I agree. And now Becky and Lita, they look fantastic. And Trish, she always looks good in the ring. No matter who she's in the ring with. Always a good look. Mm-hmm.
But the three of us are going to be the reasons why we now.
All right. Wow. Trish Stratus says, I can go real quick for I am retired to I was retired. And I think everybody liked that, right? Everybody liked that. Ricky says, I love Trish. She is so hot. Tony says, Trish Stratus. There's some love in the chat right now for Trish. James says, Trish, best women's champion ever. Lita is banger, says David. Andy says, exactly. Ricky, oh, true. That's not the case. Lita has fine booty, says Andy. All right. Andy. The booty analyst. I like that. All right. Okay. Trish the dish. Is that a compliment, Gary? Okay. All right. David has some love for Lita. With that being said, Io and Dakota go after Lita and, of course, Trish Stratus. Both of them paying the price for it. And here we are, face-to-face, Becky Lynch and Bayley. Yep. Freaking Mania. Kenneth, I don't have to say AEW for that because that's freaking in the middle. So, yeah, it did not pass. Alright, Bayley getting a VIP beating here from the three women. And, wow, rolling out to safety, Bayley right here. So glad I got to watch Trish and Lita in their primes. Absolutely, brother. I mean, really. Generational superstar for sure. Lita and Trish, no doubt about it. Trish is in great shape still. She is, and I believe that she runs an online program, right? Or fitness and something. She's got an own fitness website. And yeah, of course, she is definitely in great shape, still working out, still looking after her body, and that's obvious. That's right. I would rather see Io Sky fly solo. Oh yeah, me too, Tony. I think Io Sky solo will be fantastic. Again. Oh, next week we're going to be seeing Edge and Finn Balor, of course. We talked about this earlier. Next week is when the match will be made official, it seems like it. Anyways, Yeah, so back to what I was saying about damage control. I don't like Bailey. I feel like David Bailey is hands down the worst part about damage control. Anybody here agrees with me? Let me know. Anyways, Elias versus Bronson Reed. I'm still gonna call him Jonah. Is happening next week. Elias and Jonah butting heads next week. Bianca Belair and Chelsea Green also happening next week. So far, the match card for next week looks average. But good for Chelsea Green to finally get a match, I guess. Coming up next, is this the final 30 minutes of the match, of the show? Yep, the final 22 minutes to be exact. Wow. Quickly. Ever since John Cena came in and we got this little segment here, the time's flying. So next match coming up next is going to be the last one. It is, of course, Jimmy Uso, who's going to be taking on Sami Zayn, and he has a chip on his shoulder. He has to end Sami Zayn tonight. This is an elimination match where he wants to eliminate Sami Zayn for good. And Toad says, AJ, audio please. What is that about? Oh, you wanted audio from the show. Alright. I'll keep that in mind next time. Ding dong. Ding Bats are here. That's right, Gary. Ding Bats indeed, brother. Non-title 6 women's tag team match at WM. Thank you for that, Tony. Thank you for writing WM and not the full, show's name. Thanks. Trish and Lita, that's right, Toads. AJ, you should listen to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'll look him up. Okay. Alright. I want Io, and Ricky's not happy. Pete Dogs actually, mistyped Lita's name, and Ricky is not happy. I see you, Ricky. You've got a lot of love for Lita. I want Io Sky and Kana join forces again like they done in NJPW. So at WM, right? Are we going to be seeing... It feels so weird to call it WM and not the actual name. And you know what? Screw it. WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, AEW. But at WrestleMania, are we going to be seeing... Are we going to be seeing a 6 women's tag team match where Damage Control take out Becky, Trish, and Lita? Because tonight, from what it looked like, it seemed like we are kind of going in that direction. So, are we really getting a 6 women's tag? Because it seems like the likely match to happen. Because if they don't do a 6 women's tag, Damage Control don't really have a match or spot on the pay-per-view. So to give them a spot, a 6 women's makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. When is the Hall of Fame announcement? Should happen soon because we're very close to the pay-per-view. So Hall of Fame announcement should happen soon. That's right. And did I miss it? Was there no Bray Wyatt? No, there was no Bray Wyatt tonight, Gary. No surprises. Now, Bobby Lashley was doing a little backstage talking. He was backstage talking about Bray Wyatt and calling him out and asking him to come out, meet him face-to-face and not send Uncle Howdy out. And while he was talking to the camera, we saw the screen behind him glitch and show the Bray Wyatt graphics. Yeah, and that's it. We did not really see Bray Wyatt. So, as always, right? No surprise here. I'm so done with this whole Bray Wyatt kumbaya. I can't get excited about it anymore. I cannot get excited about the screens flickering. I can't get excited about Uncle Howdy. I can't. I just can't. Alright, I hope that changes one day though, because right now I'm not enjoying anything that has to do with Bray Wyatt. Yeah. True says, Andy, I could iron my shirt on Lita's backside. Oh dear lord! That is brutal! Oh wow. Wow. That is... Oh, okay. Wow. I felt the burn. Demolition and Midnight Express should get in, says Andy, I agree. Yep. An old school hip hop group, says David. I'll look them up, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'll look them up, David. Thank you for that. Lita can do Lita carry on. See. AJ Watchalong with Wrestler and WrestleMania. AEW. Interviews coming. Reach out soon. News background. Yep, we're going to be doing it all. So interviews as well coming out soon. But just like I said, I'm waiting on the studio. Once the studio is set and we have a whole new thing going on, we get the channel a massive upgrade, then we're going to be having all the interviews resuming. Until then, I'm going to be releasing the interviews that have been previously recorded. But the new interviews, I will be recording them when the studio comes out. And it's going to be in less than a month now. Yeah. The studio's done now, so it's in the final stages. In less than a month, we're going to be having, everything resuming once again. The interviews, the watch-alongs with wrestlers, in the news, and everything else. So, the studio's almost here. Lita can do her moonsault on me, says Andy. I see you. A lot of love for Lita tonight, Everybody was basically on the same page when it came to hating John Cena. But everybody's also on the same page when it comes to, you know, their love for Lita, and I like that. Damage Control needs more makeup standing next to Trish, and it's true. But again, I've got to say it one more time, I have no love for Bayley. I do not. Anyways, coming up next is Jimmy Uso. What's his time? How much time do we have left here? So we've got about 17 minutes left before the show is going to be going off the air. I think it's a decent amount of time before, you know, for this match here between Jimmy and Sami. This match, of course, will have a lot of drama, a lot of emotions running wild. You know, the former dog, the former brother of Sami Zayn here is looking to take him out for good. So let's see. They've really screwed the booking of Bray Wyatt. They really have, you know. Really, and I feel like the worst part about this, Gary, is the fact that the people who go crazy, who go bananas, who go nuts about Bray Wyatt are still going nuts about this booking. And that's the worst part, right? They will keep feeding us this crap until fans really give up on it. Like, I have given up on it, but fans won't. A lot of the fans just blindly consume whatever is thrown their way, and that's the biggest problem, because they're consuming crap that the WWE is popping out. So with the whole Bray Wyatt booking, it's bad. And good to see you, Ritu. Happy Holi. Happy Holi to you as well. Welcome. And that's right, too. So today is the day. So today and tomorrow, basically. In some parts of India, it's today. Some part of the world, it's tomorrow. They're celebrating Holi. Holi is a festival that is a festival of colors. So it's celebrated in India, you know, today and tomorrow, in different parts, different days. So people usually play with colors. There's a lot of dancing and stuff. There's also a festival called Hola Mahalla, which also takes place on the same day. Now that involves lots of martial arts. It involves horse riding. It involves showing off skills, sword fighting, and colors. So that takes place in Punjab and a few parts of India. Basically a Sikh festival. Both of them take place on the same day. So happy Holi and Hola Mahalla to everybody. That's right. And Ricky says, if you guys are not aware of these, you know, look them up. They're both pretty cool festivals. AJ, who you pick tomorrow night for NXT Roadblock? Oh, it's gotta be Miko. Miko's gonna take it away. Miko Satomura is dangerous, and I cannot wait. Right, I can only imagine how a match between Miko Satomura and Kana would be. I mean, I can only imagine it would be a blockbuster for match. Kana, Miko Satomura in the same match, same time. I think if somebody can actually contain this evil, this viciousness of Kana, right? It's Miko Satomura. She can really destroy Kana. Only she can do it. So I would love to see these two actually, you know, going one-on-one against each other one day. Hopefully one day. And here we are. Jimmy Uso sending Sami Zayn straight to the barricade. And going after him, Sami Zayn throwing him over the barricade to the other side. Jimmy Uso going down, and Sami Zayn buying himself some time. Also, we have the Hitman, the Assassin, Solo Sikoa, standing ringside, staring down at Sami Zayn. With that being said, we go to a full-on commercial. I don't know if you are going to a full-on commercial as well, but for me, it's a full-on freaking commercial. Yep. And Tony says, if Kevin doesn't want to be Sami's partner, what if Sami's new partner is Kenny Omega? Oh, wow. If not Kevin, I'll take Kenny. Why not? Tony, I'd be up for it. I've got no problems. I mean, if he wants to partner up with Kenny Omega, more power to him, you know. I'm okay with that. And Clay says, I like Bayley and Io Sky and Dakota Kai. I want to meet Bayley. How do I meet her? Clay, you know, go to WWE.com, look up WrestleMania Access. I'm pretty sure they're selling tickets for WrestleMania Access. They should be. So you could meet Bayley that way. You know, just buy a ticket, go meet her, and let her know how much you love her, Clay. And tomorrow night, Grayson Waller with Meeting 101. Wait, who's he meeting? Who's he meeting, Ricky? Who's Grayson Waller meeting tomorrow? And AJ picked Roxanne. All right, you think that Roxanne is going to be able to defeat Miko Satomura? That's a big one. Wait a second. Wow. I just saw somebody on television on a commercial, and I thought that's a friend of mine, but no, somebody just very similar, but not my friend. Okay, we got Gamer Boy here. Good to see you. And they say, hi, my bro AJ. How are you, Gamer Boy? It's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And James says it's picture-in-picture. No, but for me, what I'm seeing right now, let me show it to you guys. What I'm seeing is a full-on commercial. That's right. So no picture-in-picture for me. It's a full-on freaking commercial. So that's that. Anyways, let's see. Ricky says HBK and Grayson Waller would be great tomorrow night. Yep. Wow. Shawn Michaels and Grayson Waller together tomorrow would be great for sure. So anybody watching Roadblock tomorrow, definitely in for a treat. She will be Ricky. She's the prodigy, says Andy. Now, Wrassingh is good, but Miko Satomura, as we know, is also, is a tough one. It's not easy to take her down. So, I think it's got to be Miko Satomura. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that match. And we'll talk about it when we meet for Dynamite. HBK, one more match, says Run the Entry. Alright. Well, will be nice, but, it really should happen considering his last match actually took place in Saudi Arabia, and it really was a sloppy match. HBK's last match at Mania was, in Saudi Arabia was terrible. And he should redo it. Really, his last match should be something else because that was a terrible last match. It should be something else. Really should be. And Braun Breaker is teaming up with Creed Brothers to face Indus, Cher, and Jinder Mahal. Good for him. Good for him. All right. That should be good. I'm glad that Jinder Mahal is finally having a little bit of spotlight and some work to do. But I wonder, where is Shanky? Shanky is still contracted to the company. He is still a part of the SmackDown roster, but we have not seen him at all in months and months and months. So where is Shanky? I wonder, where is he, if he's ever going to return, if he's still going to be on TV, or if he's just going to be released. I really wonder what's next for Shanky. Nobody talks about him. It's sad. Andrew Cheese and Joe Gacy square off in one-on-one action, says Ricky. Alright, sounds good. Tomorrow's show actually sounds pretty good. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane take their heated rivalry to the ring. That's alright. Sounds like a good show. Ricky, sounds like a good show, brother. And here we are, Sami Zayn looking to take out Jimmy, going for the cover. Jimmy, obviously, with a kick out right here. And look at the time here. We've got about 11 minutes still left to go. I think that's going to be room for another commercial here. Let's see. And Sami Zayn climbing the top turnbuckle. There he goes. It looks like things really got heated up between Gigi and JC, that they have to take it to the ring to settle their differences. Something tells me that this is going to be not the last time that they meet. Probably tomorrow's match will end up in a scramble or a DQ, and we're gonna get a proper one-on-one match in WrestleMania weekend. So let's see. But here we are. Sami Zayn is gonna go for a suplex, it seems, on Jimmy. Jimmy, of course, not going up so easily with those elbow strikes to Sami Zayn to the back of the head, throwing him to the ropes. A big punch to the side of the head. Sami Zayn a little taken aback, a little off his feet. Once again, going up over to Jimmy Uso, who throws him over the top turnbuckle, over the top rope, and sending him straight to the outside. Now, I'm glad that Reggie is gone. The whole thing with Reggie was ridiculous. And the only thing that actually kept him on TV was the 24/7 title. So when the 24/7 title was taken off TV, I knew that Reggie's time was up. Apparently, Vince McMahon loved Reggie, which blows my mind, because Vince McMahon has rejected stars like Cesaro or Claudio. He's rejected some very good stars. He's rejected stars like Karrion Kross, but he saw something in Reggie, which blows my mind, to be honest. And for Reggie to be gone, I'm glad. With that being said, we go to yet another commercial, and I don't get it. I don't understand. So many commercials in this main event. It's hard to get into the main event if it's full of commercials. I've seen more commercials than I've seen wrestling in this last match tonight. Gary, he's in NXT and he's wearing a mask. Wait, is it really? Reggie's in NXT, he's wearing a mask? That's terrible. Bloodline not looking good. Oh my gosh, James, AEW. James. Andy says Gary, he's not Axiom. He's the only guy wearing a mask. So, oh yeah, Axiom is not him. Axiom is, A-Kid is Axiom. Yeah. How is Axiom doing, by the way? That's Sin Cara ripoff. He's got a black mask. He's got, yellow eyes, I guess. Axiom is an interesting character for sure. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I must say that, regardless of how the show has been tonight, I've had a great time watching it with all of you. I've got to say, from where I stand right now and my views on the show, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I did not feel like it was a great show. It was okay, They stuck to the one match, 30 minutes, format more or less. They had some weird short matches as well into added to the mix. So maybe 2 matches in 30 minutes also happened, but mostly it was one match per 30 minutes, which is okay. But overall, the show for me was, it just felt a little bit stretched. It wasn't all exciting, you know. That whole promo with Logan Paul didn't do it for me. Even that promo with John Cena didn't really do it for me. I was not a big fan of what Cena had to say and everything between Cena and Theory. It was so obvious, right? We knew that this match was going to happen, so there was no surprise element to it, unfortunately. So, yeah. For me, this show did not do it for me. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. And, you know, maybe the ending changes a little bit, but so far, I'm going to get a 4 out of 10. And especially, you know, last night, I'm you know, basically the hangover of Revolution. So, of course, I'm comparing it to what I saw last night. Last night was incredible action. It was a great pay-per-view. Tonight, it's just not the same, not even close. So 4 out of 10 is for me tonight. That's right. And James says, I've had a wonderful time. So I know, James, you have. I know exactly why did you have a wonderful night tonight. Yeah, I seldom ever watch NXT. That's why I don't know, says Gary. I understand that. I used to watch NXT too with all of you guys, but you know, we're not doing NXT Watchalongs these days, so I haven't been watching either. I only get my updates from you guys. I get my updates from Andy, from Ricky, and all of you guys. So I'll have to start watching again, start doing the Watchalongs again, and when I do, we'll be watching it together. Andy says, that's okay, Gary. I watch NXT for the women. That's awesome. That's right. The chatting with everyone tonight is always was fantastic. Oh, absolutely, Andy. It is the best thing about watching the shows together, right? That's why I never watch wrestling without you guys, because I can't, right? When I'm watching wrestling, I want to watch wrestling with Andy, with Gary, with Jonathan, with James, with my brother True, with Ricky, with David, with all of you guys, right? I want to watch wrestling with all of you, with Pete Holds, my brother, with Ritu, everybody who's here, right? I want to watch wrestling with the family. So, without you guys, it's just not fun. Hello, Moons22. Alright. Of course. Let's see. Gary says, how can you expect a surprise when they advertise it 3 weeks in advance that beats the whole idea of surprise? Exactly, Gary. And honestly, I even stay away from the dirt sheets these days, but still, you know, they like to spoil it. They like to spoil the surprise, Gary. You're right. And who do we have here? Of course, Jey Uso coming out now. So this guy does not answer his calls. This guy does not answer his texts. None of that stuff. But he still comes out. He still keeps an eye on what's going on the show. And Jey Uso is out here. I think he's going to be out here to help out his brother. Yeah, that's what's happening. Jimmy Uso's happy. Jey is back. Jimmy is happy. That's right, Jey Uso encouraging his brother to go out there to defeat Sami Zayn. Look at that. Jimmy Uso dodging the boot to the face. That's right. Alright, going for the roll-up. Wow, Sami Zayn successfully pins Jimmy Uso. That is awful. Bloodline goal. Oh my gosh. AEW, James. Wow, and it's really going down. Jey Uso is not happy. Jimmy Uso just took the L. He was unable to eliminate Sami Zayn, wasn't able to destroy it, wasn't able to defeat him. With that being said, Sami steals the victory. Jimmy is disappointed. Jey is let down. Anthony, thank you for that. Good to see you once again. Yeah. Jimmy is not going to have a good time on Friday night when Roman Reigns shows up and punishes Jimmy Uso for what happened tonight. They were unable to take out Kevin. They were unable to take out Sami. What a disappointment. That's right, James here with the AEW chance. I love that, brother. Love the love here for AEW. And here we are now. Jey Uso getting in the ring with Jimmy. What is it? What's coming next? A slap to the face? A boot to the, there. Love that. Ricky with the count for AEW with the NXT chance. That's right. It's all about the love. So what's coming? A hug? A hug. It's a hug, right? What is happening? I guess actions speak louder than words, and Jey Uso here, his actions definitely speaking loud. He looks dead in the eyes of Jimmy Uso. Hasn't said a word yet. Alright, Andy, my brother, you take care. Have a good night. I'll see you on Friday. And Wednesday, too. Take care, my brother. And here we are. No words being exchanged here between the two brothers. Jey Uso, let down, just walks away. And now looks into the eyes of Sami Zayn. You know what, Ron DMG, honestly, I would love Jey versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania. Maybe even better than Jey and Jimmy versus Kevin and Sami. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Jey Uso hugs out Sami Zayn. Not Jimmy, but he hugs it out with Sami Zayn. What the hell is happening? Are we actually gonna be getting... Oh my... What is happening? I'm confused, right? Are we getting Jey and Sami versus Jimmy and Kevin now? What is happening? Holy crap. Yeah, WWE might do a lot of things wrong, but they're doing this right. They're keeping us intrigued. They are keeping us interested and into the storyline. It's so confusing that it's actually fun. I guess we acknowledge the one. Yep. I know, true. I am so confused myself. I mean, what? I cannot connect the dots here. I just can't. It's so confusing that I guess it's entertaining. So, guess we'll find out more on Friday night. Just kidding, we won't. But we should at least hear from Roman Reigns on Friday night, so let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Wow, that was a quick turn of events. Jey Uso levels out Sami Zayn, kicking him in the face, taking him out. Jimmy Uso is a proud brother. I guess now the road is a lot more clear. We are going to be getting a tag team championship match. It's going to be the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It's obvious. Kevin Owens will now... Well, did you see the look of the guy who was so surprised ringside? That's funny. But Kevin Owens will come out and will save Sami Zayn. We're going to get this match, guys. It's going to go down the same old traditional way. The good old way. That's right. Yep, Tony knew it. Tony saw... Wait a second, Cody Rhodes? Oh, right. So Kevin Owens doesn't come out here, but Cody Rhodes does, in his suit. Nice. Yeah, somebody needs to explain to me, why does Cody Rhodes wear a suit and a tie every single week, right? At a wrestling show. Being a wrestler, he dresses up even better than Adam Pearce done. Adam Pearce is an official. Cody Rhodes is not. But he still dresses up so nice and professional. I don't get it. But I can see some big old eyes here from Ricky, from David. I love that. That's right. 7 out of 10 WTF, giving them something to talk about all week long. That's right, definitely, brother. They definitely gave them something to talk about all week long. Thought so, says true. That's right. Yep, we're now going to go down the traditional road to a tag team match at WrestleMania. That's what's going to be happening. And Tony says, holy crap, that's right. WrestleMania got to be big, says Ron DMG. Let's see, brother. Right now, it's an interesting turn. You know, we are definitely building up to WrestleMania. It's in an interesting, a very different way than usual. Not fully into all the matches, but hopefully that changes in the coming weeks. Bloodline going down at WrestleMania. All right, so... AEW, 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 and AEW. Thank you for that, James. Thanks for that, Ron DMG. You guys are awesome. And Tony says, overall, I have to give it a 3.5 out of 10. I don't see Cody in action except for the moment between Cody and John Cena. That's it. So Cody didn't really do any talking. He did not really fight tonight, but I'm glad he did not, because I did not really want to hear him talk about his dad or people coming out here and trying to mock him at the expense of his dad. So I'm glad that did not happen. We don't have to hear that every single week. We get it. Cody is going to Mania for his dad. We get that. Kudos to him. Alright, Ricky gives it an 8. Tony gives it a 3.5, my brother. Alright, Tony actually gives it a 6.5. Okay, Ricky gives it an 8. David gives it a C. I give it a 4. I give it a 4, yeah. I think actually a 4.5. A plus 0.5 for what happened towards the end, but still a 4.5. Thank you, James. Of course, I'm a great sport. You're awesome. Our predictions champion. Thank you once again. And yeah, I'm going to be seeing all of you guys on Wednesday night, of course, for Dynamite. So until then, have a good night, sleep well, and I'll see you on Wednesday. You all take care, and thank you once again for joining me here today. Had a great time. Take care, my brothers. Sleep well. Thank you, my brother Ricky. Thank you. That's right. Tony, I'll see you for Dynamite. Won't be here for NXT, but I'll see you for Dynamite. You all take care. And yeah, have a good night, my brothers. Take care. Bye-bye.